Heaven high! This is Coleman's Pulpit. I'm your host, Caprice Coleman, the most versatile man in this sport today. And like always on the pulpit, I find out the truth, and the truth will help you to see. Today, my guest is somebody that I invited, and when they accepted my invitation, I must admit, I was a little shocked because my guest today is Punishment Martinez. Well, folks, as promised, my guest, Punishment Martinez. Hey, welcome to the pulpit, man.
Appreciate it, Coleman.
Yeah.
All you have to do is ask, man.
I appreciate that, man. I gotta say I was surprised when I sent the invitation how fast that you would send them back.
Just because we come from different worlds doesn't mean it was gonna be a no. Thanks for having me. Thanks for giving me a drink.
That's not what you think it.
The hell is that? What is this?
Sacrament. Hey man, I just have to ask you simple stuff like, how are you doing?
Next question.
So like, what was your upbringing? How was your childhood like?
Next question.
So all of a sudden, man, you've been taken into Adam Page. What can you tell me about that?
Well, Paige is an interesting soul. You know, as many beatings as I give that cat, he seems to get right back up. The only problem is that he thinks I've given him all I've got, and I haven't even come close yet. When that bell finally rings and they throw all the rules out the window, I'm gonna take him south of heaven. And I'm gonna put him so deep in the ground, he ain't gonna get back up.
Punishment. How do we see the world through your eyes?
Coleman, I see it for what it is. A miserable wasteland full of pathetic souls that deserve nothing but punishment.
Wow, man, that's deep, man. That's kind of dark. Man, like, you ever thought of counseling?
What's that?
Well, there was a story about a king that overtook a kingdom, and he had two of his surveyors to go out to survey the land. Can you unfold your arms, please?
Why?
Just part of the process. He had one to survey the land for weeds, and the other to survey the land for flowers. Both of them came back with very different reports. The one with weeds thought that the land would be taken over by a bunch of weeds. He said there was weeds everywhere. The one with flowers thought that the land would be taken over with flowers. What I'm trying to say here is, I believe that you see the world how you choose to see the world. Have you ever chose to see the world in kindness? Trying to see happiness? Trying to see peace? Trying to see the things that go on in this world? It's not a bad place.
I never thought about it that way. Maybe the world isn't a miserable place. Maybe things can be different. I can have a family.
Of course. Can't you imagine a bunch of little demons running around here? Don't you like babies?
I hate babies.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have here today for Coleman's Pulpit, a place where I find out the truth, and the truth will help you. See you later. Chip.
Hope you guys brought an appetite with y'all tonight because it's Wednesday. You know what time it is. Furthermore, I would like to say to all you people out here who's busy doodle hopping with their dumpies, go fuck yourself. Sincerely, Mike Thunder. Hi, I'm Mike Thunder, and I'm about one failed relationship away from literally hanging myself, all because I can't stand the trauma. But if there's one thing for sure that you can't go wrong with, it's cake. Yeah. Tonight's episode, Volume 4, we ain't holding back as always. I'm going to try to ump the ante a little bit more. And while I'm doing that, I'm not alone. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not going to be alone on tonight's episode. Oh no, I got two people coming on. First, he's basically once again mWo's marketing specialist, strategist, closer, last person to eliminate someone in the Royal Rumble and win it all. Yo, he's straight from the NY, but his brain is straight up global. Okay? He is a prime example of the phrase, your soul shall net worth, because he knows how to legit increase your net worth, like many others that I know that use that phrase. Shout out to you know, businessman Bo, my Filipino equivalent to Ted DiBiase, because let's be honest, when it comes to the knowledge of bringing a crowd, maintaining a crowd, and adding more to the crowd, he knows. Anywho, give it up for my man, Mr. Sam Poe. Yeah. Welcome to Mike World Order.
What's going on, man? What's going on? I just want to say first and foremost, sorry about Saturday night. I was on for like 3 minutes and I was out of it. I was super tired. So I just wanted to say my apology on that.
Yeah, and at that point we were all at parts unknown, but man,
Well, not even y'all guys are having a grand old ball. So I was just like, you know what? Let me not, step on them toes. Let me enjoy
oh no, you
ourselves.
were cool. They see Thunder Royalty, as the new duo's called, which they'll be back this week if everything goes right. Nah, they just like to fuck with people, but it's all good love.
Well,
That's
no, it's all love. It's all love. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
but
gonna be in some like trying to be like the out of towner. You know what I mean?
oh no, you're good. We're all out of towners in our own way, but that is an episode that you should have been there in person.
I
That's
believe it. I believe that.
I'm telling you. And for those who want the video on demand, you can get it by request. However, this weekend I will be working on heavily editing because there was also a thunderstorm on that episode. It was constantly muting us in and out because it kept booting us out of StreamYard because of the
Jeez.
connection. We literally had to use, you know, King Bugatti's phone as a hotspot just to continue the show. So shout out to King Bugatti on that one. But yeah, man, that was a wild episode. Like I said, I need to send you the replay just so you
Definitely.
can hear the most. If there was a way to describe Thunder Slam 2, pure ignorance.
No, but that's dope though. I mean, but you know what? But that's cool. That's perfect. That's it. Like I said, I heard y'all like I kid you not. Like when I heard it in the background, I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm at a barber shop. I love this.
Yeah, and I still say that the most hilarious yet fucked up part was the Mexican music part where and they literally had the whole tune going on at the table and they're like, Me gusta ay Dios mío. You know,
Mm-mm.
it was too funny. Like I said, I gotta send you. You gotta watch it, but before you watch it, I'm gonna tell you what time frame to start it at before you
Yeah,
watch
send
the
me the
whole thing.
what they call it, the timestamps. That's what yeah, that's what it's
Yes,
called.
that shit is wild, man. It's wild. That's all I can say. But
And by
anywho,
the way, thanks for the invite. Let me say that first
oh
and foremost.
dude, if you're pretty much the first intro that I gotta mention when it comes to cake talk. Now we're gonna go on to number two, making his mWo Arena debut on Mike Thunder Era Volume 4. And I said it, the door is always open. It's an open door policy as long as you're down for the topic, you know. And tonight's
Yeah.
topic is no different. We might
Mhm.
offend some women. We might glorify, make women feel glorified. But either way, it's all of our fucking opinions and it's my fucking show. So do whatever the fuck you want to do. Sponsored by Nissan, or at least trying to. Making his debut, musician. He's also a filmographer. He has various talents. And he, based on his post, loves cake. Oh yeah, my man love him some cake. You know what I'm saying? So give it up for the DMV zone, making his debut in the MW Arena with a high recommendation from our fellow musician KDB. Give it up for Sky, the cameraman.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's
Yeah,
poppin'? What's going on, Playboy?
Chilling, chilling. Just out here enjoying some smoke. Ready for this
Nice.
live. What's up? What's
that's
up? Right?
right. Oh yeah, tonight's episode is going to be a barn burner. I assure you. I assure you. So before we bring on our next guest, Sky the cameraman, to our MWO audience who is new to someone like you,
Wait,
please,
hold on. Real quick,
oh,
real quick. Sky the camera guy.
Sky the camera guy.
There we go. Yeah.
But you're a man though. You're a grown ass man calling yourself the guy. You the
No,
man of
he is
the
that guy
show.
though. No, but you are the guy.
So like, long story short, on like after like like years of getting hacked and trying to brand, I kind of just got to the point where I went to Google and I'm the only Sky the camera guy, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of Mike Thunders out there, but I'm the longest active one.
Shit, when I searched you up, you popped up. You're the first one to pop up. Like your entire portfolio.
You and a bunch of other Asian women, married, single, divorced, all the above, 2/3. Hey, ain't nothing but a peanut, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? But to our MW audience, please give us a little introduction about yourselves before I make my big announcement about guest number 3.
What's up? What's up, Sky the camera guy? I kind of suck at this, kind of nervous. I was a photographer. Well, I'm a photographer who started making music videos just because that pretty much transpired into working with artists and talented people. And then as I tried to find my niche, I just kept doing things on the camera. I just kept fucking around and built the talent, built the skill set. Music, I've always loved music. I've been into music forever. I've like tried the band thing. I've like tried solo. I just did not really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just didn't really believe in myself. I'm freestyling forever. And then like last year, Yachty put out, yo, if this blows up, send it out. Yachty put out Poland, and I thought it sucked. So my homie called me and told me, yo, get on this. Let me put a song out. I've been doing music for a year, heavy, and yeah, the two worlds kind of collided, and it's been a one-up.
Dude, I've seen your talent. You got nothing to be nervous about coming on here. Bruh, just be yourself.
Wait, real quick, can you believe that? So outside of the last two videos, can you believe that everything else you've seen has been edited and off my phone. It's been filmed on my camera, but it's been edited on my phone.
I'm doing this show and the editing on my phone. The intro that you see for the show, I did that while I was taking a shit on my phone.
Yo, I love your intros. I love your intros, man.
Oh yeah, Thirsty Thunder is probably even though I love this one, but it's because it has like a sentimental story behind it. But the Mike Thunder, Thirsty Thunder Thursday Videotron, that's amazing to me. Hey,
That's your
little
little
guy.
one?
Yep, my little one.
Well, God
Yeah.
bless and congratulations.
Thank you. Say what's up, guys. Say what's up. He
How
knows
about
that. He
How
knows that I
about the
came.
hey,
He knows that I came outside for the show, so he came outside to bug me.
hey, little guy, do you like cake too?
Oh
He
yeah,
gonna
he
be bagging
loves
so many
cake.
chicks when he got to school.
Oh yeah, see, look. Now we got 3.5 guys.
With the way that this world has been, I like me and my lady was talking about it because his aunt did the whole like he's gonna be bagging all the chicks. With the way this world is, and whatever my son wants to do in his life, I'm gonna love him. But he's gonna be bagging everybody because
Yo, I might
he's a
have to
good.
come chill with you and use him as a wingman, like that episode of Fresh Prince when he
Bro,
used Nikki.
what you think I'm doing when I take him on these strolling walks to the mall? The mall's down the street.
Fam, my daughter, I got a 14-year-old. Or I had Snapchat, man. When I was on Snapchat, all I did was post her. You ain't post about me. It wasn't about me. It was how much of a good father I was. You know how successful I was, man. I was closing deals like the top real estate broker in the world type deal.
Hey,
And that's how I am when it comes to my niece. As soon as people see photos of me and my niece, they're like, "Oh, so sweet! You're so sweet, Maka Thunder. You're so sweet." But that's all as such as such. But before we continue on with the topic for tonight, I have a little announcement to make. And I'm going to go solo as I say this. So since doing Mike Thunder era, volume 1 through 3, this guy's pretty much stood out from each one, brought something different to the table, and at the same time, he's got it to where he's grew not only a fan following on my socials, but a fan following even at my place of employment because of a simple catchphrase. And now, because of volume 2, we refer to crazy women as squirrels. Thank you to this guy. Because while iSample is practically at this point my confidant on Thirsty Thunder, Nightcap, and any occasional show that he's able to come on, as of now, officially, this guy has a guest co-host spot. Like Master Chips, he has an exclusive co-host spot on Mike Thunder era whenever he pleases. Give it up for Toronto's greatest export. Hell fucking yeah. Welcome to the show officially, co-host on Mike Thunder era. Give it up for the one and only Hang 10. What's happening, brother?
Thanks for the intro, bro.
I know, right? Now you have something to go play with your dinky about.
Nah, I don't go play
Yo,
with
we
my
really got the
dinky.
UN here. We got everybody here.
right.
Everybody's fucking. We got
We got the whitest
flavor
guy.
here.
We got the illegal Mexican. We got the brother. We got you. We got Mike, the transition. We're literally like a color chart. Kevin,
Yeah, I mean,
Steve, you, and then Sky.
we pretty much it's a. I wanted to get like a little something of everything on this episode, not just the usual. I wanted the perspectives of every guy because tonight's episode, we're talking about cake. Hell yeah, cake. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what type.
Sent me a message earlier. I'm sitting there looking at my lady like, oh, I like cake. I like cheesecake. And then she's looking at me like, are you sure it's cake or cake? And I'm like, oh.
Yo, I text him too, so I played it off
cool.
this. I didn't know what he was talking about, so I played it off like the Asian ladies. They're like, oh, when they just want your money. That's pretty much it.
No, my lady got me hype, and she was just kind of like, I want Tell me about that. So it's like, oh, okay, we're on cake. All right, word.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the responses y'all were giving me, I was pretty much like Chuck Taylor. I'm like, this is preposterous. How do you not know what cake is?
I'm white and I know what cake is.
I mean,
Dude,
Hayden,
you're
I know
not
you know
you're
what
not
cake.
white. You are a pale Puerto Rican. You are a you.
Hey, yeah, my friends all call me Miklo, so whatever. Blood
I
in, blood out.
mean, just give them that chong chong, dog. I mean, you pretty much is Miklo, and I mean, last year Miklo was in Manassas doing a signing.
Shit.
I was like, man, how did I miss out on blood in, blood out Miklo? Should have showed up with a wig with my hair slicked back, like, you dirty bitch, give me that chon chon.
How's the cake been for y'all?
Me.
It's been
So
alright. It's been alright.
we're gonna have some categories tonight that we're all gonna do a little panel discussion where I'm gonna ask each one of y'all's opinion, and then once I give my opinion, then we all just compare and contrast. So we're gonna go with the first topic: best cake overall that you've experienced. I Sample, we're gonna let you start.
No. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna let someone else go first. I
Oh
my
no,
thoughts on
no, you gotta participate. You gotta participate. I get the first draw and you in. You got
Alright.
first round pick. Now, mind you, each topic is a different rotation. It ain't gonna be the same. You may be first on this one. You might be second or last on the next one.
Alright. I've
So
gotta
just to
say,
make it fair for everyone, you know.
I think the best part. Well, there's definitely some else I got. Maybe not the top of my most memorable one was when I slept with this girl that was handicapped.
Oh damn.
No. In the state of New York, in the state of New York, she was legally handicapped. You know what I'm saying? She was bow-legged, so she had little parking shit. So what happened was,
Yeah, was her name Eileen?
no, her name was Emily, I think. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name. I really don't remember. But here's what happened, right? I was in like some smoothie place, right? And I'm a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hoe. I'm not gonna lie. I tell the girl, yo, you got a nice ass. You know what I'm saying? But I say it in a way that doesn't sound like very, very perverted. Very. What's the guy's name from Family Guy? Hi, y'all.
Herbert, not Herbert, Quagmire.
No, the old guy. Yeah.
Herbert. Say
Yes.
there, people, boy.
Hi, y'all. Yeah, exactly. So what happened was, I was like, oh, you look good or something. Then after that, then I'm gonna fucking what was it? I did that, and then I was like, oh, you look good. So this is the Snapchat with the kid. You know what I'm saying? I use my kid as a lead magnet overall. So I was like, oh, let's swap whatever. So then we talking whatever we talking. And she's like, oh, come by later on that day. Like, let's go chill. Nothing crazy. But I told her, yo, you look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got a fat ass. Like, I gotta say, like, the inner Negro was in me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Sky. You know, you see a white woman with a nice butt, you be like, you know what I'm saying? Them Negros has to be kicking in. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I can't. What happened?
I said, yeah, you see my kid.
Exactly. So she was like, because there was she talking about her cake. She's like, she worked out, so like your ass, whatever. So I'm like, oh, let's go chill. Obviously, I'm trying to fuck, plain so. Then she's like, oh, I want pizza. I'm like, all right, pizza's like right up the block. So we get the pizza, bring it back. We start, I start making it. I start sucking her titties and everything. Her dog is trying to lick my fucking heel and shit. Cause I got chancletas on, like I always do. So let's go to the room. Imagine that she's bow-legged. So having sex with this girl is like a wishbone. Because her legs aren't that big. I'm just saying. So after that, right, she's fucking giving me head. But it's so weird because she's handicapped. So she's like, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. I swear to God, but I felt uncomfortable too. I felt like my dick was a teething ring for her. Because she never had sex before. But she looked good. So then I'm fucking and everything, and I'm doing like I'm on top of her. She don't know, dude. Like
Latino
just think
guys,
about,
man.
like Sky, you know how you want like this? That was her legs, unfortunately, because she was bow-legged.
Fuck, you fucked the handicap, man.
Of course I did.
Bro, next time you gotta use a swing.
I am, but no, there won't be that. So after that, then
So-
after that, her mom comes in, right? Her mom comes in, I'm like, oh fuck. So I put my pants on, I left. Nothing crazy. I ain't do nothing. I ain't try
So
something.
you got on like the handyman suit and fucking went out the window? Handyman.
Hell yeah. So then after that, she writes to me, she goes, I can't believe that happened. I go, yeah, I know. She goes, it's your fault. I said, oh, hold on. I'm not Bill Cosby, bitch. You sucked my dick. All right? You know, and then she's like, "Oh, I want to save for marriage." I said, "How the fuck is it a marriage? We just fucked."
So
I got you a pepperoni pizza and ginger ale. Like, what the fuck?
See, you know why? Because even then, she pretty much looked at you as a
Simp.
How?
Yo,
How
real
do-
quick, I think
She
I think I'm the only one that's like not on the like. I understand what a simp is, but I don't understand why we use it the way we do.
Well, I mean,
I
look,
agree.
how can I be a
I
simp?
agree with
All
you on
I-
that, man.
I
no,
know-
no. I didn't
There's
think
no
you
way I can be a
was.
simp.
If
I
I
spent
want
like
my wait. If I want my cake, let's bypass the situation. Point blank. If I want my cake, whatever the hell the world is classifying as a simp, and that cake is a really good fucking cake. And I don't usually come across red velvet that much. And I came across some really fucking amazing red velvet cake that was just booked fresh out of a European kitchen. I'm gonna simp for that cake.
but hold on. There's no way I could be a simp. I spent like $6.32.
But no.
There's no way.
I didn't say you were a simp. She was expecting you to respond like one.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, when she's up there, she's up there. If she's up there, respond like one. Like,
I mean,
hey,
that
But she
mean
was
I
handicapped.
Simple hit it so hard she was already contemplating her future.
bro,
She
I don't
was
know what that means.
contemplating her
Maybe
future.
a handicap really didn't stop you.
I sample fucking rape bitch because he
What?
fucked her in the bedroom.
Listen. But I'm saying, but it's weird too, because I'm like, like I'm like I'm trying to hit it, and my mind, she can't fix her legs because she's like a fucking goalpost, but with an angle. So I'm just like, oh shit, like
Oh shit.
But you know too, she was a white girl, so white girls are my kryptonites.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's every ethnic guy's favorite fantasy is a white.
No, but that's my favorite. I listen, white girls all day. I'm a sellout. I'm an Uncle Tom.
This is gonna be so hard to top. Like once again, I sample topples everyone.
I used to think like that until like now that I'm older, I've met a lot more European people. I say
Listen.
people because Europeans are like they're all
Nigga,
fucking
come
mixed.
on now,
and then
stop being
white.
PC. This is us.
No, I'm saying like they're all mixed, but like they're all white, but they're all like mixed. Like for example, my lady, she's Russian, and I didn't know Russian.
Oh shit!
Slavic
Oh
girls are
shit!
different.
We'll make
Slavic
it
girls are different, man. They're
Yo.
different.
So my lady,
It's all
like,
the same shit. They're all the same. Y'all all come from ethnic cleansing.
Hey, these blue eyes are wonder kings on those Slavic girls, man. These
She's
blue eyes
Russian, right?
do
She's
wonderful
also,
for
like,
those Slavic girls.
American. She's Russian, but she's also like she was adopted into American white. So she's just like at first glance, it's kind of like that. Yo, you are my basic white girl kryptonite. But then at a longer glance, there's like so much more to that. It's like, yo, you're so far from that. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, let me ask you a question. Does her last name end in SKI? Because that's like the typical Russian, Polish.
That's Polish, Russian, Polish, or
Yeah,
Latvian. Yeah.
What is it ending?
Ending?
Yeah. Golubiva.
Yeah. That's Polish. Yeah.
Aren't you more? You're from Prague, right? Yeah, she's from Prague.
I don't even know what that is, but I just know if it comes from ethnic.
Czechoslovakia.
Prague, I think, is in Warsaw.
Artemovsky. See, you say it and it sounds sexy. I can't even get it out.
Hold
Okay.
on, we gotta hear her say, "Hey, where the cake at?"
Say it. Hold on, babe. Say it. Hold on. Come here real quick. Come into the light. Say it.
Artemovsky.
Damn, that sounded hot as hell.
Hell yeah, yo! Shout out to you and fuck Dr.
Yo.
Umar. You're the man. Dr. Umar's pissing because of you, but you the man though. High five for white women.
So So my guess, guy, based
In
on
her case, I have to say high five for European women. I have to,
so
because that was my kryptonite going. Then like I got to actually like taste other cake and other, but like white women from America and white women from European is not the same. So I really gotta
No,
high
no,
five
they're not.
European women. I gotta say high five European women more than anything.
so we're gonna go with European women being your favorite cake of all time.
We're
I
gonna go. We're gonna phrase it as my up in my top experiences, because remember I told you the lady with the thingy and the thingy, she was basic white American.
But was she the best cake though? We want to know what was your best cake.
So like, ew, see like so I guess it'd be a tie between European women and white women, all because of that.
Ah,
Yeah, it'd be a
I
tie. It'd be a tie. It'd be a tie.
all right, Hang Ten, you're up.
it's I'm gonna have to say Slavic women or Middle Eastern women.
Oh, you had the Bin Laden women.
I'm gonna tell you, those are the top two. But the look-wise of the Slavic women, be it Russian, Polish, they're like top notch, and they want to be treated like princesses and shit. They their puss is a little bit better than everybody else. I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Their standards are great too.
Their standards are a little bit higher than the average person, and not everybody can attain that. And they go to school for that shit in the
That's what I
Eastern
mean
European.
though. When you obtain one, because their standards are like that, it kind of like it eventually really like puts you in a different mental point.
And then you can never get back to that spot. Or you
that
try,
part.
you try, but you never can get there.
No, I get it because when you're used to being accustomed to, that type and it's the best you've had. Anything else that can't either match or surpass it, it's considered trash. And that's not a bad thing. That's not saying all cake is trash. It's just that once you have an expectation and it doesn't live up to it, it's disappointing.
Listen,
Is it that, or is it more of once you've had a good enough experience in one specific area, it's hard to want to shoot away from that. Because one experience means anything. Because like I can pick one experience from each different cake
same here.
if I wanted to.
Every different
So is it that, or is it more of I've had the most and best experience with this, more so than it is I've had the best.
I mean, that is the topic.
For me, it's more so of that. And like, I can't really say it's the fact that that's the best. It's more so of like, I've had the most best experience with that. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess this makes it my turn, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, let's talk. Tell us about the chops. What was the best chopstick pussy you got?
All right.
I used to tag a lot of Koreans in my youth.
Oh,
so I understand.
So this is gonna shock y'all. All right.
If this man does not say chow mein, I'm gonna be shocked as hell.
The best cake I ever had,
please,
came from this chick. Was like she said she was mixed with a lot of things. She was Puerto Rican, Taino, and I think she said a little bit of white.
Puerto Rican Taino is the same shit.
I don't know, man. I'm just going with she said. Okay.
Taino is just a TP.
Taino is the native people.
Okay, so native Taino, whatever.
Yeah.
That's all.
Hey, come on, do that, man.
It's
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm not going to bring out my chocolates now. Hey, I'm going to bring out my chocolates for you.
Oh shit, Miklo on point. So
you get offended, but you can make fun of autism people on a regular.
Look, we'll get to that topic later. But anywho, I would say it was this one Puerto Rican native Taino. She pretty much turned me out, and this was during the pandemic. Uh,
Then your seniors will do that shit. And Puerto Rican bitches will do that shit to you. That's why I
I
stay away
mean,
from them.
she
Go.
had me feeling like I had to. I
Hey,
mean,
watch your driving, bro.
the things that she did had me like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I was
Maria will do that
contemplating
shit to you.
life. It
Yo,
was like
Maria
I
was
was ready
sick.
to go back to the Latinas again, you
How many,
know.
how many
You
times
gotta
did
stay
you see
away.
the Big Bang before you got tired?
It was well, I mean, when I first moved up here, because when I first moved to Virginia, I was resentful of Asian women, but it was because of how bad my relationship was before I moved up here ended. It was pretty nasty. But so then the neighborhood I lives in, the majority is Hispanic. So it was at the point when I first moved up here, and then especially when I got my apartment, pretty much every weekend it was like, okay, I got a Salvadorian one night, and then next weekend I got me, a what's another one? Mexican, then another one,
This nigga
Colombian.
playing Russian roulette. You got MS-13. You got Puerto
Yeah,
Rican chick.
like
Damn.
Hey,
Funny,
MSA
I
13 is
was
not bad,
dipping in
man. I
everything,
partnered with
like
those guys. They ain't bad.
Nicaraguan. No, you know what? I
that's
take
how
that back.
New
The
York was.
Nicaraguan, that was some good cake too. It
In
surprised me
Nicaragua.
4 kids came out of that. But no, I definitely had to say the Puerto Rican for sure. Her
Listen,
cake,
listen. Puerto
See,
Rican will do that to you, yo.
that's how New York was. Like when I lived in New York, is that's where I'm from.
What part?
It
Wait, wait,
was,
wait, 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 wait. What part of New York you from?
dude, I was born South Side Co-op City, Bronx.
Hold on, Co-op City. Get the fuck out of here. What section? I grew up in. I lived in section 5.
Shit, not 8. I gotta ask my mom that one.
Hey, my man from Co-op City.
Gotta ask my mom
Damn.
that one. I can show you the building. I can show you the block. I can't tell you the
What's the
fucking
bill?
number.
What's the block?
I was born in Our Lady Mercy. It's not there anymore.
I know where Lady Mercy is. That's my Pelham Parkway.
Down off on White Plains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born there.
Damn,
But
small
living
ass
out
girl.
in New York, it was mainly Hispanics around. You saying
Nah,
no?
Co-op City. There's
They
no
came out
black
to the
people over
East, it
there.
was like
That
opposite.
whole area. That's like Flatbush.
I don't know, man. Growing up, it was just me and Hispanics
Magusta.
in New York. Like up until like I hit the suburbs, there was like maybe like what, like six white girls, and then I moved to the suburbs,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when life hit that change. Like, oh, there's other stuff.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen. Once I went to the suburbs, there was no more Marias. I'm like, this is all Marthas. No more Marias.
Hey,
That part.
Word, you civilized? You really want to talk to me? I don't gotta deal with your psycho ass Raul boyfriend that you call a cop and get mad. I'll take
I have
it.
a question for y'all on the topic of your first question. For everyone's best, move number one. Is that overall, or is that mainly include your best experience? Because my best experience ever was with the Jamaican.
Well,
I'm saying overall.
the handicap wasn't my best, but it was just a memorable one. But continue.
Best one overall. But it doesn't include your significant other. Because obviously most people are going to say my significant other, just so they won't have to sleep on the couch. But that's why I said best one that's not your significant other.
Best experience I've ever had is with the Jamaican, hands down.
Yeah, I'm on. You can relate to that, huh, Hang 10?
wait. I had my first girlfriend was Jamaican, Jamaican, Chinese, and Indian mix, and she was so fine. I love them. Jamaican girls, man, they're great.
Yeah, no.
Yes. And now you out here acting like damn screw face on Mark for death. It's not your body me want, it's your dreams. Talk about some screw face. I don't know no screw face.
Stop your crying, bro.
Yeah, stop your crying.
Try your eye.
Yo, I was dying the other day because I was listening to Steven Seagal doing a reggae track. That shit blew my mind.
It's true. He did do that shit. I didn't realize it was Lady Saw and everything, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about some, and then you go in the room for the poom poom. I'm like, oh shit. What he know about the poom poom?
Oh, come on. Through the 80s, he was smashing everything. You know he was.
Oh, of course, with his no charisma having ass. But that song, I was like, dang, okay, he got some cool points off of that. You know what I'm saying? It started made me acting all Jamaican as I was listening to it. I was like, never before has a man wrapped around his massive tool with a pum pum. You know, a
So,
sweet, desirable agony. And now I come for her. Oh man, I need to come up with a Jamaican character on the show. Call myself Braza Thunder. Lord of
My,
mercy.
my bad, guys. I'm actually getting some Chinese because of you guys now.
We get some Chinese food. Hey yo, can I get some mumu gai pan with some shrimp fried rice? And can I get a shrimp egg roll? And
It's just
also,
weird.
can I get some? Can I also get some xiaolong bao? And can I get some quiet say shatsu? And then also,
coming
could you tell her that Mike Thunder said, "Wo ai ni, wo ha shani"? Oh, I speak it.
We know that.
Yo, you I sample, but I speak it. I speak the language towards the poom poom.
Okay, you sound like Miss Cleo.
That's right. This is Mr. Thunder. Call me now for your free tarot
All
reading.
right.
You
What
know
part
what
of
I'm saying?
Massachusetts? What part
Call
of
me back
Massachusetts?
with your free bomber clock reading.
Is this Massachusetts? What
Lord of
part of
mercy.
Massachusetts? Oh, boy. Okay.
So look, before we go to the next topic, I just wanted to wait till I sampled put his order in for some,
No, I did. I already ordered it. We can talk
what
more.
what you get, man? What you get? Some lo mein?
No, I got some hood shit. I got plain pork fried rice with a half with chicken wings.
you,
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
go to a
good.
Hakka place.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta go to a
good.
Hakka Chinese
Hold on.
place, man.
Hold on. He said I got some hood shit, and I had to throw my head back, and then he said it, and I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, that's some hood shit.
But you know what the hood shit is the real hood shit is the French fries with the chicken wings. That's some really
Nah,
real shit.
nah. The real hood shit, when you find yourself a good Asian spot where you can go in there and spend $7.50 on 5 fried wings and a side of rice.
That's
Yes.
true.
But you know what I also learned in DC? The best Chinese restaurants are the ones that got bars behind the in front of the window.
You got
Yeah,
bars
Those
behind
be
that.
the
you know
best
what we got
ones.
here in Toronto? We got Chinese Jamaican guys making the best damn food in Toronto.
I
Food.
believe it.
That's better than Virginia and Manassas. I'm gonna stop myself.
Nah, go for it, man. Because in
Go for it.
Woodbridge, all the Chinese restaurants are all halal. I'm like, ain't no Muslims working in here, but I get it
I
because
think over
They
this
all
side,
Gandhi?
this side of Nova, and all the ones out here, they all speak bueno. They're all bueno.
Well, all the restaurant cooks in Toronto are pretty much all Sri Lankan in Toronto.
I didn't know
So
that.
so we got every from Greek restaurants to Chinese restaurant. You got Tamil cooks in the back doing all the cooking.
You know what's crazy? I had something like that in Co-op City one time. I had an Asian dude that was trying to make tacos, and I kid you not, man, that tastes so good. Tacos with some soy sauce. I was like, wow.
I'm gonna tell you what blew my mind. The first time I went to DC was 2009, and it
Hmm.
was for a college trip, right? And I saw this Korean lady that was doing street market food, right? But she didn't have Asian food. This woman had fried chicken wings, mac and cheese, red rice, cornbread, collard greens, ribs with the sauce. Not like the ones most people do where they just skim over the sauce and it dries out. No, her shit stayed saucy. Like I was seeing them dudes with the sauce dripping as they were biting into it, and I'm like, you need a napkin, bitch. So and I ended up getting like chicken wings, red rice, and cornbread and some corn on the cob. That shit was banging. Like I looked at her, I said, "You actually cooked all of this?" And she like, "Yeah, baby, I cook all of this. You don't think I can cook? Cause I'm Asian. You think you want the egg roll? No, I cook a pig better than most women, from the snooter to the tutor." And I was like, "Marry me now." I was like, "Marry me now."
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man, she. And I saw her husband, he was a black dude, so I was like, that explains it.
That
That
explains.
explains it. He gave me, yo, he was hitting that while he was like, "Num your whole Ray cake, yo, num your whole Ray cake." Yo.
That is a glorious combination.
Hey, but you know what? I was as a kid. I went after me and my parents went to Six Flags. We went to Abdullah the Butcher's house of ribs and Chinese food.
Abdullah. Abdullah Chinese food. That sounds really
Yeah,
good.
I mean, nah, because Abdullah. See, I didn't know at the time he had hepatitis C. I didn't know that, so I ain't gonna
Oh,
trust nobody what they cooking. I don't care if his name's on it, but uh, but they had a buffet at dinner time if you didn't want to order off the menu, and I eat the
mm,
food there. Right, I had food poisoning. But at the same time, I felt like I was a G because it was Abdullah the Butcher. I mean, it's the madman from Sudan. Dude would come out with a fork, engaging people's foreheads, and literally legit jabbing you in the forehead with a fork, and then he putting a fork in his mouth, and he getting all bloodied up, and he beat the shit out of you, and he like like he
He
be
used to
doing that when he comes out. When
he
he
used to
comes to the ring in Japan, motherfuckers are running away from him because they're like, "Oh, Abdullah Kaoine, oh yabaine," and then you hear the man on the ring announcer be all like, "Oh, that's it, go to side. Oh, that's it, go to side," and telling them everybody move out the way. There's danger ahead. You know,
Yeah. Abdullah the Butcher used to wrestle here in Toronto all the time at Maple Leaf Gardens. I was a kid, I'd watch him wrestle, and
I mean, he's
blood
from
would be
Toronto.
everywhere. Blood would be everywhere.
I think he's from Toronto, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, 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 yeah. He used to wrestle with Tiger Jeet Singh too, right? And stuff like
And you know
that.
what? I hate to say it. When his son tried to be a wrestler, he sucked.
For sure, for sure.
Tiger Ali Singh. Like he had no charisma.
Oh, I remember this guy. I'm sorry. I had to fact check on my laptop.
Oh shit, yeah. WCW Halloween Havoc 91, the Chamber of Horrors match. Abdullah the Butcher gets electrocuted on a in a
Yeah, that one. That I remember that. I remember that electric match. I at some point thought that it was a part of the Mandela effect. Like I thought it was a part of a lot of shit that did not happen.
I mean,
There's a lot of
look,
that shit going on. There's a lot of that shit going on, man. The
Oh
Mandela
my
effect.
fucking god!
which is funny because there was one time Ric Flair mentioned that he was struck by lightning before and survived it.
I'm pretty sure I heard that one too.
Yeah. I was like, damn, I didn't know that. I only knew about him surviving the plane crash. And
He
then he
survived the
was,
plane crash, and I think he said he got struck by lightning as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
that's crazy. Like, shout out to those who survived some shit like that. For real, for real.
for real.
Now, you got to be a straight up tough motherfucker to go through that. Now, anywho, now that we got round one done, we're going to go to round two. Best celebrity cake. And we're going to start it out with Sky the camera guy.
Channing Tatum.
Who?
Channing Tatum, and I had a female chick. What's that girl that plays Meg? Mila Kunis. Yeah, those are my celebrity cakes.
Wait, who's the celebrity cake?
Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis.
You said
mentioned it?
Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis.
Yeah, you said celebrity cake, and I picked my celebrity cake.
I thought I was hearing. I thought I was on crack when I heard when you said Channing Tatum.
I mean, if we're gonna go that route,
So if we're with these conversations, so I forget we're talking. I forget we're talking about women. I talk about people a lot. So when I talk about these things, The last conversation was strictly women, but like I respond with like talking about people a lot. My fault. But like
Nah,
Oh
you're
Mila
no,
good.
yeah.
definitely, Mila Kunis definitely like 100%. Like what's up? Like if I can get the liberty, like hell yes.
I mean,
That's a
no,
good pick.
no
That's a good.
homo. My pick for men would be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Really?
Just saying. That dude put work in his stuff, man. Like y'all seen Kickboxer where he did the split and then he was like, feeling so good today. Yo, I used to try and copy that dance. I hurt my nuts a lot trying that split. Never again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I changed it. I changed it. Mila Kunis and Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry. That's my final answer.
All right. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go next on this one. Damn, why did I go next? I didn't have a favorite cake. Favorite celebrity cake. Well, you know what? I do have one, but she's a pro wrestler. So there's this one woman currently signed by WWE, and she's part of their developmental. Uh, Sky, the camera guy, definitely you, I sample. You'd have a liking to it, because she's white. Um, there's this wrestler by the name of Gigi Dolan, and she has orange hair, but she
I
got
know.
cake.
I know you're talking about.
Yes, she got cake. Like,
I don't
yeah,
know.
she's got that punk gothic look.
I'm still stuck on Trish Stratus, so I don't know.
Trish Stratus didn't really have cake. She had more boobs than anything, and
I
boobs
don't.
that weren't even hers.
I don't. I try to pay attention to the to the women of WWE, but like yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What was it? Layla after Layla. It's been years, but there was this mixed chick named Leia or Layla. I
Oh,
think
Layla L,
after
the British Latina.
her. No, Mickey James. That's who. After
Mickey
Mickey.
James. Ew.
No, yeah, nah. There was like a short time frame, but after Mickey James and Layla was dropped, I didn't really like watch the women era after that.
I'm about to say it's the 11 mentioned Nikita Lyons. She got cake.
Who's the announcer?
Huh?
Who's the announcer lady?
Oh, for WWE?
Yeah, Ricochet's wife.
Oh, Samantha Irvin.
Her.
She got cake.
Her.
She got
Oh, her.
Thank you. Have a good one. Oh, can I have a fortune cookie, please? Yeah, take it. And you got that too? That's us?
Dude say, can I get a fortune cookie too? Yo, I'm dead.
Thank you.
Hang 10, your turn. Favorite celebrity cake.
I have a thing for Carol G recently.
Hold up.
19
Who?
Carol G. She's a Colombian singer.
Carol G. Why does that name sound familiar?
Carol G.
That's somebody I have a thing for right now.
Wasn't she dating Oscar De La Hoya? Or was that another chick?
Probably.
I hope he wasn't cross-dressing for it like he did the Russian.
But you know, the Russian girl too is really hot too. But she's not as hot as she used to be. But Irina Strelkovich, I think is her last name.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true. And while he's getting situated, after ordering the hood special #1, I sample you whenever you're ready. Favorite celebrity cake. You're on mute still, bro.
Oh, my fault. I'm gonna say it's Kim Kardashian for me.
Really? But that ain't her butt. No, I'm just
Like, I don't
fucking
give a
with you.
fuck. I don't care. Like, I'm not one of these guys. Like, no, listen. I'd rather have you do your body than you to look natural and look like Lizzo. Fuck out of here. I'm cool with it.
I mean, I get it, but see, my thing is, I can't do a fake butt. Like,
Nigga,
I
listen.
can't.
I'd rather do a fake butt than a fake woman, alright?
But
Shit.
look, I'm with you. I'm with
No,
you.
I don't like fake women. I'd rather reality. I don't want.
No, I mean when I mean fake women, I mean trans women. That's what I'm referring to.
Oh gosh.
No, I don't like chick with dicks. All right, so there's no way that happening. Bro.
I know not. I
feel like this is another crispy attack again.
Who?
Do you remember that tranny that used to hit up us all the time?
Oh, that Jen chick?
Yeah, I heard about it.
The one who goes to Dubai and gets shitted on, I heard? Yeah.
So Jen used to always message me all the time, like, and I had to fucking keep messaging him or back and go, you're a dude, man. I'm not fucking you.
I'm a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes.
That's too funny.
No, I mean, but just to keep it light, I'm gonna just say Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a hoe. Like I said, she's business savvy. Fuck it, I don't care.
You're trying to get business knowledge from her, eh? I would go to Kendall Jenner. I'd go to Kendall Jenner. Kendall Jenner's better. She makes more money.
I'm sorry. I'd rather go.
I don't give a shit. But you know, Kim got the brand. Kendall is quiet.
Yeah, but I'd rather go to someone like Stephanie McMahon for that. The business. I mean, she's still got cake for her age too.
Oh no, she's not. She's a good. No, she's a cute Jew girl. Absolutely.
But you still got McMahon's head in your head. Like you got fucking Jim there telling you what to do and shit, you know.
But I mean, for me, like I said, I have to be around a chick that's business savvy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason I run with Kim K. I don't give a fuck. She got to have 4 kids under 10 years old. I don't give a shit.
And you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about her dad, eh? Because he's like a fucking tranny, eh? So
no, her dad is dead.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That's right.
I get it. Kim Kardashian, she's hot looking and all that, but
I mean, it's my favorite. There's definitely better ones out there, but if I'm thinking right now, that's the only one that comes to mind.
I mean,
I had to think.
I respect it. It just she don't do it for me.
No, facts. No, that's fine. She's just one who popped in my head. Like if I go deep diving, we'll be here till Labor Day.
I saw the Ray J video, and I don't want it.
That shit is whack. She's so whack.
She don't know what she's doing. Like she got you know it sucks. A woman with a hot body that don't know how to fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about porn. I ain't talking about in general. I'm talking about porn.
Oh, and she that's all she needed to do. Like, look at me, I'm famous now, and that's how she made her money, is selling her ass.
Her and Paris Hilton,
right?
Well, you know what? The Paris Hilton tape was fucking trash.
Paris Hilton, unfortunately, I think Paris Hilton was raped as a kid, and she was forced into the spotlight.
Probably like Michael Jackson.
That's what I think is
happening. Yeah, but it was too funny because I felt bad for the dude on one part where, you know, he was hitting it and she literally stopped because her phone was ringing. It was one of her homegirls, and she's like talking to her for like a good couple of minutes, and you hear the guy saying, "Come back to bed, come back."
But you know, if you actually listen to Paris Hilton, besides the fucking fake dumb shit that she used to put out all the time, she's actually really, really smart, and you actually listen to her, she knows what she's doing. And I think she purposely did that to get out of the contracts that she was involved with to begin with, that pushed her out there.
I don't know. I think she just, like I said, that sex tape, she sucked. Her, Kim Kardashian, they're horrible. You know, if you're gonna do porn, do porn. If not, just leave it to the professionals. Like they say on WWE, please don't try this now. I'm just saying that's just me. That's just me. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know.
But you can't be right. But you can't be white because you're too dark for that.
But that's okay because you know what? It's cool being right when you're not.
America, it's America, man. You can do that.
That's right. Which, by the way, vote Mike Thunder in 2024 because I'm bringing back the magic of 2G. Make Asian goddesses great anywhere. I don't have to make them great again because they never stopped.
Hey.
Just had to plug that in. God bless America.
Stupid.
So we're gonna take a quick 4-minute intermission or 5-minute intermission. In case anyone needs to get some drinks, they need to do any special healing and all that. We're going to do a quick 5-minute intermission. Then we're going to continue with the next few rounds on Cape Talk on Mike Thunder Era.
Where? Can I help you?
Yeah, this Willie, the janitor. Listen, I've been fitting to find out who over there was the last to use the bathroom on Friday. Was that
Come
you?
again?
I'm trying to fit to find out who was the last to use the bathroom on Friday because somebody left a big old mess in the bathroom. Was that you?
I don't think so. Why?
Because it took me 25 minutes just to flush that shit away and clean the damn bowl. Somebody left a big old dump in there. I had to pull out my plumber snake and ream that shit. It was nasty. I never seen nothing like that. It must have been at least 1.5 feet long. I don't like it. Somebody think it's funny. It stunk up the place real bad. I had to hold my breath to walk in the room. It was all ugly looking too, like my cousin Leroy. All ugly. But listen, I don't think it's funny. I've been in the sanitation business for 35 years cleaning up people's shit. You know, I clean up the floor, the urinal, the wash basin, the toilet. It ain't funny. Don't be laughing. I had to clean that up. Like I said, almost 1.5 feet long dump, and I had to clean it up. I had to hold my breath to walk in. Was that you that left the log? It was you, wasn't it? What time you leave on Friday?
I wasn't even here Friday.
Well, I want to know who it was. I'm going to get to the bottom of this because I don't know. Maybe it was you. I don't know if it was, but whoever it was, I think the paint was probably peeling off the wall. It was a nasty big old dump. You know, we could do a DOA test and find out who it was. I got a sample I put up in my refrigerator so I can take it down to the hospital. They can run tests and do a DOA test. We can find out who it was. What you have for dinner the night before on Thursday night? It ain't funny because whoever it was, they had corn for dinner. I don't think it's funny. It's corn and maybe some like greasy refried beans because it was bad. I don't think it's funny. I spent 25 minutes trying to clean it up. I'll find out who it was. If it was you, I'll make you get on your hands and knees and clean my toilet bowl with your toothbrush. I'll make you replace my flapper. I can't somebody do that again. I take a dump in their file cabinet. I can stick up the place like you can't believe. All I got to do is eat beans and it's over. I eat beans and it's over. It's over. I would highly recommend that you have yourself a pep talk, a damn meeting, or a good rap, or some shit with your employees today and set it straight, because I don't want to have to clean this up no more. I don't think it's funny. I'm sick and tired of this. I don't want to have to clean up the bathroom and someone take a big old sticky 1.5 foot long, condensizing, paint peeling, nasty dump. Leave a big old dump in there all stinky and nasty. I want to know who left the log in the toilet bowl. I take it down to the hospital. I go get a DOA test. They can find out who it was.
If you really want to know that bad, go ahead on. Just be sure that's in plastic, not paper. You might mistake it for your lunch.
This ain't funny. I don't think it's funny. You don't want to have to clean that up, do you?
You should have gone to school.
I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny.
I think it's hilarious. Oh,
did your mama teach you nothing? If you gotta take a big old dump, you break it off into 3 pieces. You don't want to get stuck in there. You flush it 2, 3, or 4 times if you have to. Get your own plunge and ream that shit. Come on, claim responsibility for what you did. Just admit that you did it. Come on, admit that you did it. I know it was you. Admit, you're the one that left. You're the one that left the log in there.
You know what? You need to get a real job.
And welcome back to the second half of the show. I'm Mike Thunder, but sometimes I've been mistaken for Junkyard Willie, and it ain't funny because y'all been living the log in the toilet. Was that you that left the log in there, our sample?
No, he left the rings of Saturn.
It ain't funny. Every time I gotta go in there, I gotta get out my big old plumber snake and clean it all and everything. They be all shit and everything on the toilet. You got shit on the seat. You left some corn on the floor. Was that you who left the log?
The rings of Saturn.
It ain't funny. I'm serious. I've been in the sanitation business for 35 years. I don't like it. Dad, was it you that left the log in the toilet? Out there spreading doo-doo butt on the floors. It ain't funny. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth.
You sound like one of those niggas that fuck white women. That's new in town. Like, you ever watch that episode of Family Guy when Lois brought Jerome around? Yeah, exactly.
That's the guy.
That's you. That's right there. Like their wife, like their husbands give you permission to fuck them, and they get turned on by that shit. That's what you look like right there, Mike. I'm going to call you Big Blue for moving forward. That's your name now, Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Big Blue.
That's what they call the Giants. So your name is Mike Thunder, aka Big Blue.
Big Blue. Well, I mean, I am sitting under the Blue Thunder spotlight, so.
Exactly. So shout out to my man Big Blue.
Big Blue. I figured y'all would get a pop out of that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Big Blue needs to be recognized for Veterans Day. He's serving our country. He's satisfying these white women without Viagra.
Damn.
Like you Jason Love. That's what you are. You the Virginia Jason Love.
Really?
That's what you are.
That was literally my first year in Virginia too. That was literally 7 years ago. Yeah.
Shout out to you, yo.
If you want to get more white women, you got to have a white guy beside you to be your co-pilot. Just as I need a black guy beside me as a co-pilot, it gives you more opportunities. It's almost like
wait. Maybe for standard average suburban white parties, but you guys are great wingmen for everyone else.
Listen, I know I'm a great wingman. Sure. I know I am. Sure. I'll fuck the fabrics for the team. I don't care.
Because white guys authenticate the black guy and say he's a cool guy like me, you know?
Yeah, man, he's like cool like me, man. You know, he just
he's fucking
cool, man. Chill, man. Like
I do it with my friends all the time.
Yeah, man. Like he's cool, bro. Like, you know, he's cool as hell, man. Like I swear. Like I feel like I've known him my whole life.
I went to a Dutch party downtown Toronto, and I had my friend from Antigua with me, and we're just, and he was like, you know, it's a little bit stush, it's a little bit too white here, right? So I go, don't worry, you come with me. By the end of the night, all the girls were flocking to us, and we were picking which ones we wanted.
I will admit, I've like some of like the best places I've gotten into was because my homie was white.
Exactly.
See, you need to be legitimize yourself this
But
way.
no, I'm officially white. I don't.
I don't know. I could drop the N bomb on here, right?
Yes.
Nigga, I've been saying it all the time.
Just making sure. I happily praise the fact that I'm a nigga, and I am like surrounded by all the good people, and like for the longest time, I also knew that if I put myself with these rich ass white people, I would attract and be around all the shit that like needs to happen, that I want to get, that I'll figure out, which is true because I'm sorry to say anyone watching is still out there in the mud. But
Fuck
I hung out in the mud. I hung out in the street. And I'm sorry to say, but like a lot of niggas just don't get that.
No, you're right. You say your shit, Uncle
No,
Tom.
you
Say
say
that,
it
you
right,
sell out.
man.
Look, I'm with you.
Listen, and that's why you lucked up. You got that Russian chick that her dad was probably like, who the fuck is this? Her dad probably like Ivan Draco or something.
Bro, I won't say too much, but it is really good to know that like we don't take shit from them, and we don't let anyone give us shit. But
Hell no.
in the event, it is really good to know that in the event that like her life or something just fucking massively went wrong, it's really good to know that safety guard's there. It's just really good we do this shit all ourselves, trust me. But like I know her folks are like my folks that are there, but her folks they've been there in ways that it's just like, yo, this is great. Also, she was adopted into a Jewish family.
Whoa. So she knows about money.
Damn.
Yes, she's learning. She knows a lot more now than beforehand, but that's everybody. But we like have the right people to learn from. That's why I say that like we do everything ourselves. But in the event that some shit fucks up, it's good to know that safety guard's there. And if anybody else looks at it like, oh, that's because you're dating a white Jewish woman. Yep, sure it is. I'm in America.
Listen,
Hey, look,
Jewish
I look at it
women
like
are
this.
But
Jewish women are weird, yo.
Yo, here's
I'm gonna have to admit, Jewish women are weird. I've had some fucked up stories about Jewish women. Here.
Me too. We all have. Matter of fact, Mike, can we throw him a Jewish cake story?
hold on. You guys
Yeah,
get it.
'cause I actually got a Jewish story myself
Go
too.
ahead.
But
Let's turn to the
You
Jewish
guys-
hour.
You guys
Oh,
get
Okay,
it.
wait, can I go first? I want to
yeah,
go
go,
first.
go ahead, Hinton.
So I went on this fucking either Tinder, Bumble, I can't remember what date.
Oh,
And
same shit.
We met at like a Moxie's, like a bar place, just a kind of place in Toronto, and we're hitting up. It was one of the first people I met up when I got officially divorced. This is almost 10 years ago, and I was meeting up with her. She's telling me she's married already. She just wants to fuck around and find out and all the rest. She's a lawyer, and she's okay. She doesn't care if I fuck around. She just wants me to be regular on a certain date, just to fuck her, get on all right. So the first day that I go to her place, I go to her place in Avenue Road. It's like a big mansion kind of like house in the middle of Toronto. And I go up to her floor of her house to fuck her. I'm ready to fuck her. We're chatting. She's an attractive girl. We start getting our clothes off. I'm hearing dude in the fucking closet fucking moving around. And I'm like, what's that? Well, no, don't worry about it. We got pipes. And she was trying to convince me not to go to it. So I'm fucking naked by the time, or I have my fucking undies on or whatever. And I go open the door to the closet. There's a dude in there with his fucking camera and he's fucking videotaping it. I went to go fucking punch him. She's like, no, that's my husband. Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell?
And this is one of the stories of the Jewish people that I've fucking been with. And I won't fuck with them anymore, man. They're all fucked.
They stink.
So I got this one Jewish friend, right? White female. Cool as hell. Knew her from my last job I worked at. And the one thing that stood about her the most, she had some huge knockers. Okay? They were on point. But when I started to hang out with her, I think it was like last year, I was like, okay, I can see the attraction. But she's like, there's no way we're doing anything. And I'm sitting there like, every time a woman says that, it ends up happening.
It always happens.
That's just women in general. Why did I'm not saying that like all women do it, but most of the women that usually happens when they tell me that. Like, we're not doing anything tonight, by the way. Or if I say, hey, let's hang out, and they're like, just want to let you know it's not a date, but yet you're like tongue in my mouth, sucking on my lower lip because
Yeah.
y'all got bird lips compared to mine.
Mexican girl said that to me last week, man. So
And a lot of my few close, almost best friends have discovered that we're only close and best friends.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes shit's cool. Most of the time it's weird.
But it's just women. We all know that women are biologically emotional, so they never say anything logical. You know what I'm saying? They'll take off they'll put down their pants. Say, I can't stand you. I hate you. But then quick to give you head.
they do everything by feelings or emotion, right?
I know.
And we're a little bit more logical. We're like Spock, and they're like fucking crazy horror girls, right? That's how they are.
All of a sudden, I want some fried rice.
I'm not gonna lie. This fried rice ain't that bad, especially for being out of town.
But you know what, though? I ain't gonna lie. One custom of DC that I love about the Chinese restaurants, the mumbo sauce.
What they say you pussy too on top of your fried rice?
No. Mumbo sauce is you are stupid. Mumbo sauce is like this. Like most of the places I've seen that make it is like a spicy, thick, dark duck sauce. But it's so fire when you put it on wings and fried rice. Like literally, the lady told me the secret of how she made hers, and I was like, "So how do you make your mumbo sauce?" She's like, "You just use duck sauce or plum sauce, hoisin sauce, and hot chili oil. But just use the oil. Don't use the flakes or the seeds." So I was like, "Okay." So I did that one time, right? Mixed it. That shit was fire. I love the DMV. I made it with some homemade chicken and shrimp fried rice, and I made the sauce, and I like drizzled it like all over. And I'm like, damn, it slapped hard. The taste. I felt like I got hit by Shawn Michaels super kick.
Mm-mm.
It was that much on point.
Damn, that sounds good.
I'm telling you. Me gusta también, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anywho, next round. All right. So we talked about the best. Now we're going to talk about the worst. We want to talk about the downright ugly. Yeah. All right. Round one. Worst experience you had with good cake. And I'm going to go with me to start it out. I'm going to take one for the team and take opening round on this one. All right. So the worst experience I had with some good cake. All right. This was right after I got out of a relationship with this crazy Scottish Filipino chick. And I only got her for the simple fact that she was a Filipino with cake. She was Asian with cake. She had freckles. She looked like a slanted eyed white chick with cake. Okay. Like it was on point. But when we broke up, I had a rebound. It was in a city called Bluffton, South Carolina, right? And there was this party with a lot of the guys I knew from high school. They were like letting me know. And I went out there, but I saw this hot Vietnamese chick. Like she had the dark, mind you, the stereotypical, I hate to say it, Tila Tequila was like the thing. So every chick was trying to go for her look. And she had
like Tommy Pickles.
Exactly. She had like the dark eyeshadow. She had like the nails. And of course, she had the hot, dirty blonde hair, or as I like to call it, lemon pepper. Yeah, she was sporting all of that. And she had cake like no other. I'm serious. It was on point and it was real. And I ended up going to her place. When I went to her apartment, because it was a studio apartment, this shit looked like something out of like, I don't know. It looked like something your stereotypical flamboyant porn star stripper chick would have in their apartment. Like all the crazy stuff, the leopard print stuff. She had like a dancer pole in the corner. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And she had a sectional couch, which is probably why to this day I love sectionals. I even got an L-shaped one in my living room. That the first day I got it, I broke it in the same day on a certain Taiwanese. But that's a different story. So we ended up making out, doing our thing. And as soon as I put it in there, it was a different type of grip like no other for me at the time. And usually, you know how most women, they give you that look like wrong hole full? I mean, y'all probably never experienced it. But like for those out there watching or have seen it in the movies, that look a woman makes whenever you put the wrong hole in. And I even asked her, was she okay? Because I thought I put it in the wrong hole because it was that tight. And literally when she had like came after, I was getting a good few strokes in, thinking that I was doing something when really I felt like I wasn't doing shit. But as soon as she like came, her muscles like recoiled and hurt my shit. And I had to go to the hospital. Yes, I had to go to the hospital because it hurt that bad. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She was one of those Asians that thought she was a white girl. Yeah. She like felt so bad. And she was gonna go with me to the Naval Hospital, but I'm like, nah, my dad worked security there at night. But then I remembered that Saturday night was a short night. So by the time I got there, he was already off his shift. Thank God. But that shit was wild. Like I had to wear like an ointment cream for like a month. I couldn't like, whack off or anything. Like I couldn't do none of that. I had to use very strong discipline for over a month.
Ouch.
And she had great cake. Like especially when my hands was on it, when making out, squeezing it, because she had on like some type of silk one piece. That shit was so on point.
This is why I like Russian, like Slavic women and Middle Eastern Mediterranean girls, because they have that recoil when they have orgasms. It quenches around your dick and it won't stop. That's the best shit, right?
I mean, now that I feel like in my 30s, I know a lot. I'm pretty much a lot better compared to my 20s. In my 20s, I ain't no shit. I thought I was doing something, but in reality, I wasn't doing shit. Like now in my 30s, I feel like I'm doing Broadway matches.
He said Broadway matches.
Right. But nah, with the Taiwanese, I used to get that same every time, and she was a squirter. So I was getting the best of both worlds while paying the price on my poor comforters.
Oh yeah, that's why you got a mattress cover, because you got to protect your mattress, man.
Yeah,
I did, but still, I mean,
it.
the comforters were the sacrificial lamb. My couch, the first day I had my couch, I didn't even have my couch a full 8 hours, not even 12 hours. And she came over and broke it in that night.
I don't know exactly the material my couch is made out of, but me and my lady broke ours in like immediately, and I vacuumed it here and there, and it was great.
The best thing to do is get leather couches. This is where you just wipe it away. You don't have to have anything seeping in.
That works out for people who don't have skin issues.
And see, I got skin
Not
issues.
only that, but in the long run, if you're anybody who has anyone come over often, don't get leather couches. You will get sick. It is a stupid idea. I had to sleep on during one of my during one of my couch hogging periods. Okay, I slept on the couch and I got to the point where I claimed the living room because like, okay, I can stay here, cool. I had to vacuum the leather couch every 2 days, guys. That's what you guys don't know. You're like chilling on when you have a leather couch. People like us wipe down our house all the time.
Yes, I do.
But even if you have a busy week and you don't have time to stay home for more than 2 minutes, that might not happen. You might have had 8 people over like for 4 days in a row, and you haven't been able to clean.
Oh no! I have to wash my couches properly because my kids are here, my dogs are here, and I don't want
exactly. I have a kid, so like I make sure to keep up with my couch. But like anyone watching,
especially when my daughter's here, I clean everything.
Anybody watching this, don't listen to him. Don't get a leather couch. you will get sick in the long run. Your child, you will get dust in the neck. Okay.
I mean, I ain't got to worry about it. I got a cleaner lady once a month that does my couch and everything, so I'm good. Plus, honestly, the most traffic that's been going on has been mostly me, maybe a couple of people, but nah, I keep my apartment pretty clean because there's not a lot of traffic. Not even with me because I'm always at work. So yeah.
I only leave it dirty when I have a squirrel coming over because I don't care. I'm not trying to impress.
Oh, I thought okay. I was about to say you said girl. I thought I heard something that rhymed with girl.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
I thought I heard.
The now phrase used at my job. I swear.
So I call nutty girls that just have like ADHD, like they can't focus on anything. I call them squirrels.
Makes sense.
And,
Squirrel.
and Mike knows one that we talk to all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't checked out the replay on Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Shameless plug.
She's special. So I just call her Squirrel.
I bet you.
And she doesn't understand I'm making fun of her or mocking her all the time.
Stop doing fun of me. I bet you. Listen, I stop it. It's not funny. Stop it.
Hey, listen. Between
you had a mentally handicapped girl that you were doing, man. Handy,
yeah, I was about to say.
No.
Handy,
I told you legally.
Who did a
legally.
Legally, bruh.
Legally.
Even though she sucked my dick like a teething ring, it was
reach your room to fuck her, bruh.
Nigga, I had no choice. Her dog was trying to hump my fucking toe. What
you,
the
bro,
fuck?
I leave home. Got no room to talk.
Listen, I could talk because I know my shit. I don't give a fuck.
I know, but still, look, I told you my worst moment. So, look, you're not alone, but that was your best moment. I told you my worst.
No. That was my you know why it was memorable? Because I did a service to her. Because no one will fuck her.
You know what? You're such an honorable guy for fucking retard. Way to go, bro.
No, she wasn't retarded. She was bow-legged. She
wasn't legally. She was legally, but not actually.
She wasn't legally retarded. I got it. I understand.
She was emotionally stable. But I mean, when she said that, she was like,
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've seen some chicks orgasm where they look like they're about to have a damn fusion.
And some chicks, I'd be like, yo, I'll fuck you, yo.
You know what? There's one type of chick I will never fuck. Is a midget. I won't.
No, I can't.
You know, it's funny. We were talking about midgets at Thunder Slam.
They got that rotting flesh fucking smell, man.
Why? Here's why I'm asking you why. That is on mine and my girl's bucket list.
They stink, brah.
Wait,
How does
I
the
don't know.
midget stink?
Have you ever been around little people?
Yeah,
No.
that's why I don't understand. I've met little
They
people.
have a they have a
also,
funk. They
I've also,
have a funk that is really bad.
I've been around little people, and I've met two of the most hottest, littlest strippers I will never see again, and they didn't stink.
So years ago, before the pandemic, I used to
Hold,
go
hold
to
up. Hold
I
up.
used to go
So hold
I
up. Are you talking about your worst experience sexually with good
no
kink?
no no. I'm just gonna talk. I'll get to that. I'll get
Because
to
you're
that.
next.
Yeah. So we went to we used to work out down the gym downstairs, and we work out. We used to have this um midget guy going around, and he's a personal trainer at the gym. And there was a coworker that I saw, and he's an albino guy, and he's working out, and he's really puffing, and because he's albino, he's blowing out his cheeks and everything, really funny. And this little midget guy comes around and he's like, "Can I help you?" And he just really waved. He smelled like shit every which way. And guys in the gym, they all smell horrible. The midget guy he smelled like an extra layer of funk. And he's like, "Can I help you? I'm gonna work you out and tell you what to do and shit." I was laughing. I thought I was in a circus watching this guy come around asking people, and people were just the girls with the place were going like this, and like, I can't be around you. All right, Mike, you can put it back to everybody now.
See, I've never experienced that.
I mean, that's like this one dude I knew in college that went to the same strip club that another guy I was friends with in college. That he was a regular. They were both from the same area, but he was friends with all the strippers, and he was literally like a modern day Charlie Sheen
Nice.
back then. So she was telling me about how the guy was like kept begging for a dance, and she was like, "No, I'm okay." And he's like, "How come you don't want to do it?" And he's like, "Because he smelled like old farts."
I'm telling you, little people stink more than anybody else. But
And that's crazy because as a heavyweight,
Really?
and I
You
would
mean
sweat my
they
balls
smell
off
worse
in
than
the
Indian
gym.
women?
Hold on.
huh?
I don't
They
think
smell worse than
anything.
Indian women?
It smells worse than Indian.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
Indian
think
women
anything.
smell like the Gandhi ones. They
No,
smell
no,
like
no, no.
Chinese.
Because I've been around a lot of Indian women, like Sikhs and so forth. I hit that all the time, but they don't smell, man, the same way.
You're probably just
I
used to the smell.
still think the worst smell ever is an overworked stripper. I've had to film.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I've
I
had
used
to
to be a
film.
bouncer. I noticed.
I've had
That's comparable. It's comparable.
I've had to film in 3 strip clubs recently. That's the only reason why I stay on this so much. And I understand, like, you might have been working all right, but like, I'm sorry. Like, nothing smells worse to me than a sweaty stripper.
Oh, dude, you're
Okay,
preaching
wait,
to
wait,
the
wait.
choir.
It
Like I
smells
used to have to be a
sick.
bouncer at a
So
strip
if
club
you're
back home on Fridays and Saturday nights just to help pay for my, certain college classes and certain like my graduation shit.
I had to
But
do security for
dude,
smelly at Jiffy Lube, and like they stunk, but like that still wasn't even as bad as
uh-uh.
stripper. being a
Dude, I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. So pretty much from 8 o'clock to like maybe 11, it's still good. They still got on that first layer of body butter. But then once like the people who are leaving the bars start coming there around midnight to 2 a.m.
they
and it's
got that
like
they
body
got
heat
that
and all
sticky
that.
fucking perfume that they fucking put on. That's
Oh yeah,
body spray or whatever, body wash, whatever it is. It's
yeah.
once the bar
horrible.
starts getting packed by
But
10, it's over.
but
It's
my
over.
dude, after
Because it
like
only lasts for a couple hours, right? And
yeah,
then it goes raunchy.
depending on who it is, because I know it's like a lot of the exotic women, like the Asians and all that. Like Asian strippers, I noticed they do the bare minimum and still get all of the money, and they don't. I've never seen one that stunk.
Hey, Mike, this is the best trick when you go to a strip joint. You go with a buddy and you just insult each one. Say this one's better looking than you, and you pit them against each other, and you make fun of them.
Oh hell no! I seen
Because they want attention so bad that they will literally fight with the other girls in front of you.
It's worked out better when we've thrown money at one and then thrown money at the other and then thrown money at the one dude.
You create that sense of competition between the girls, and they get fucked up, man. It's the best thing.
I've never seen that at the one I worked at, but no. By the time it was like 1 a.m, you know the smell of like reheated fried fish after it's been like out of the fridge. Like you know what kind of smells when you reheat fried fish and it's all soggy and shit. That's what it smelled like until closing time. And they'd be like, "Hey, Mike, is everything okay? You need to clean yourself." Fuck you, Mike.
You smell like you just left the club, went worked out, and had your period, ma'am.
Like it was like all of that. Like yo, BO is better than Michael Jackson. Like real talk. So anywho, back to you, Hank 10. What was the worst experience you had with good cake?
I wouldn't say it's good cake. You know, because I usually hit up a lot of Persians or a lot of Middle Eastern girls, and the one Persian girl I used to hit up all the time, I stopped hitting up because just tired of it, and so we went up north to one of the lakes up north north of Toronto, Lake Simcoe, where she wanted to go up to swim in a lake. She's never swum in a lake, so I told her, let's go to Lake Simcoe. We'll go up there and we'll go swim in the lake. Little did I know she wanted to go up to Lake Simcoe to fuck me in the lake.
Oh, nice.
So we go to Lake Simcoe, and she literally gets me in the water, and then she takes off her panties and whatever, and she's pretty much saying, all right, stick it in there. I'm like, there's little kids everywhere around me.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, what are you fucking doing? This is not the way you should be doing. And so I'm literally, she's climbed on me, she's holding me, and I'm in her. The kids are just fucking swimming by us, walking by us. I feel like a fucking weirdo in this lake, and I'm like, all right. So then these people in kayaks come rolling by us, and I'm like, I said, hey, can you get off me? Please get the fuck off me. They're gonna see us because you're fucking riding me right now hard. And I'm like, stop, let's get the fuck off me. That was my worst fucking experience.
Wait, good cake. All right. So Sky the camera guy. Worst experience you've had with some good ass cake.
I don't think I've had a worse experience. I don't like sex involving water. That's the best I can answer that. I don't have like a worse experience, but I haven't had any good experiences involving water and sex.
Damn. All right. All right. Well, Mr. Sam. Oh, worst experience you've had with good ass cake.
Worst experience? I won't say worst. What do you mean by worst? I'm actually trying to dissect the like.
Worst. Anything that you would consider it a worst experience.
All right. During the pandemic, I was cool with this girl. Right? She's not. It was on some cool shit. You know, shout out to her. Definitely cool company. I love her. She's politically correct, but she likes niggas like the same age as like 85 and above, so that I'm out her age bracket. But she had a friend that I didn't know that was into me, and her friend was a firefighter.
Oh
You
shit.
know, she looks like those Brittany Griner, Young M.A. type chicks. So what happened was during the pandemic, we can't do it. It's locked down. I'm like, I said something inappropriate. You know how I always play with women. I say something inappropriate and it goes with it, right? And I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So like after that, we ended up meeting at a motel in the Bronx where all there's where people do there's hookers and cokeheads do all the time. So we go there, and we just have sex. But the crazy part too, she was fucking great. But in my mind, I'm like, yo, I just had sex with a fucking dyke. Even though she wasn't a dyke, but she was very tomboyish.
Damn.
I mean,
I feel you, man.
I mean, she's not bad at all. Matter of fact, I hit her up the other day. Matter of fact, I want to sleep with her again. Anonymously, she goes, "Yeah, I knew it was you because you're the only one I slept with that I follow." I'm like, "All right, we gotta have a part 2 then."
So hold
But
on.
she's a,
Is this
but she's
chick
a,
So
hold
she's a
up,
fit that
hold
had
up.
sex with a
I
firefighter.
understand.
So is this chick in a relationship with someone?
No, unfortunately, this is the part that was fucked up. Her spouse died, so I kind of,
You're the surrogate. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But she
Oh
was cool with
man,
it though. But she
bruh.
knows. But the thing was too was the fact that she knows my personality. She knows I'm a hoe. That's the thing. I tell women this up front. Look, I'm a hoe. I'm gonna be upfront with
Hey,
you. There's nothing you gonna hide.
man, real women like honesty,
Yeah.
but
But
like I
you
don't.
You have to tell them straight up.
Yeah, I don't say that in the sense of like, oh, women like honesty. No, I mean like usually the ones we set our standards for, they're the ones that like the fucking honesty, not those fucking
But,
brogos who
but
just want
but
you.
you
but
know
you know
what though?
the thing is
When
too.
I
I don't put chicks on a pedestal. I'm gonna talk to you.
Well,
I talk to her.
neither
You know
do
what I'm saying?
I. Neither do I.
Yeah,
I
you
just say
can't.
it like it is. And
Exactly.
like during the pandemic, I was dating this 28-year-old stripper,
I
Nice.
and
remember this.
she was just some she was a Sikh girl, and I thought it was funny. I'd never heard of any Sikh girl being a stripper, so I was teasing her all the time, and I told her about um, my knowledge of Indian girls and all the rest, and she was all surprised I knew of all this stuff, and I just hit it up with her. She lives basically across the street from where I live, so just in the other building across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to hit up her all the time during the pandemic, but then it started getting really bad because then she started realizing my son was here, and she'd be like, "I'm coming over at 3 o'clock in the morning." I'm like, "No, no, you're not. I don't want my son to see you. Fuck off. You're not coming over." And I had to break it off with her eventually because she started asking me to come to see her mom and dad in Oakville, and I had to go meet them and so forth. And I ain't meeting fucking Indian parents, man, and knowing that your fucking daughter's a fucking stripper. Nah,
My,
that's not good, man.
hell no. You look like the ultimate. Nah, man. That's crazy.
Mm.
I had fun. I still see her once in a while. I bump into her when I'm on the subway and shit, and I'm like, fuck. Hey, how's it going, Sandy? How's it?
That's too wild. That's too, I still can't get over the eye sample part when he mentioned that the woman you said that she was widowed, right?
Yeah, she's a widow. Yeah.
I can see you doing some shady shit like going to the husband's grave, being all like,
Yeah, that's right. I fucked your woman. Sucker.
Let me just say, I have met a lot of widows in my life, and that's exactly what that feels like.
But the thing is too, like I told you, my conversation. I'm the type of girl that I mean, I fuck these type of girls that like what's call it? If I sleep with you, I'm still gonna treat you regular. I'm still gonna call you a piece of shit. I'm still gonna call you a bum ass.
That's the way you should be,
You
because
have to.
women don't respect you if you don't treat them the same way that you courted them.
Of course.
Right?
I mean, I'm gonna be nice and shit, but I'm still gonna have my inappropriate sense of humor with you.
No, you just gotta be yourself and be real and
Yeah.
call them like it is. By the way, I had to block Squirrel recently because she was still bugging me for more, and I had to literally block her and say that you can't fucking text.
I'm gonna tell you what my uncle told me. Okay, if you don't want him to stay, stop smashing him like you love him.
No, but that's the thing. I have to. I have to.
I only do that. I only do it that way, man.
Listen, I have to. I need to make them feel love because they got daddy issues. That's the majority of these women now.
They all got daddy issues. Every single chick has daddy issues. And you got to remember this.
I did that.
I'm the daddy. That's what they want.
I did that until I met her, and like we have our fun. She picks him, I bring him home. So okay, like those are the moments that I've learned. I can't tap everyone.
Listen, there's only one way to fuck. Do it the way you want to do it and need to do it, right? I was married for almost 20 years, so I'm stuck in my rut. How I make love and shit, right? I'm not experimenting the same way as I used to do as a kid, so I'm stuck away. The women that I meet now, they're all looking for a daddy, and it's fucking horrible because the younger girls now want me more than anything else, and I don't really want them, but I do smash it once in a while.
I'm sorry, my house smells like there's gas.
Smells like a midget.
Oh shit. It smells like a midget. Smells like a midget, man.
Okay, I think we're good.
My goodness. This has been some interesting answers.
I ain't gonna lie though, sleeping with that NBA looking chick, man, that was crazy.
Yo, bro.
Hey, you're all the same height when you're lying them down, man.
No, she was taller than me too. That's the crazy part.
It's all the same height when you're lying them down.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
All right. How tall are you guys?
5'10".
I'm 5'11", 5'10", in that range.
All right, like always. I'm 5'4". I've been 5'4" most of my life. Majority of the many people I've dated in my life, up until like 23, been taller than me. So I've always felt like I've had something to prove. So I've always
Well, you black. That's why. That's your automatic pass.
That didn't matter. Bro, look.
Listen, you are kryptonite for white women.
That's what I'm saying. And you got dressed too?
Oh, my Tyrone.
That didn't matter until I understood why the fuck it mattered.
Mm-hmm.
And then I figured it out.
Black lives matter. You play it. Every white girl you smashed, they were like, I support black lives. Black lives do matter.
They're helping you. They're like, Black Lives Matter. That's it. Yeah, way to go.
That's all it is.
It's more like
they're getting their merit badge that they fucking black guy. That's what they're doing.
More like BCM.
So it's like all women are different because I've met a lot of weird people. Wait, what'd you say?
I said more like BCM. You'll figure it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I got an NBC, y'all. I don't qualify.
Women are weird. They're like, for me, it's the women who don't want the world to acknowledge that I just digged them down and they're gonna find out anyway. But cool, whatever. Those are the ones that irritate my fucking soul. Yeah.
So white women look at black guys as a merit badge. They think they're helping you.
And you know the crazy part?
That's reality what they're doing.
Well, no, you know what's funny? Spanish guys like me date white women as a sense of accomplishment. Like, fuck you.
Oh, yes. I'm an accomplishment for every ethnic group out there.
Listen,
I'm pretty sure.
Every time I'm with a blonde hair, blue eyed chick, I feel a kind of like, fuck you, Marita. Fuck you, Laquita. Y'all ain't want me? Well, fuck you, right?
I love my Hispanics because, like, my mama. But, like, I couldn't fall into the average category of, like, child here, build a fence here, build a fence here.
Hell no. You whitewash. You like me.
Fence there, build a fence. I couldn't fall into
that category.
No.
In every situation that I've tried it,
I don't want any more kids, man.
Like in every situation I've tried it with them, that was the only option. And like they're bad as fuck. But like that was always the only option. Like, yeah, no. I'm good. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 10.
It's almost 10.
I
I
gotta
ain't gonna
look
lie,
at.
Mike. This is probably the best episode you've had, in my opinion.
Oh, you haven't seen volume 1, 2, and well,
No, I'm
3.
talking that I've been on outside of Homeboy
Oh,
Drake and shit. This is definitely one I definitely enjoyed for the books.
I
yeah,
gotta watch. I gotta go back.
Mike Thunder era is more dude talk.
Fuck it, that's what it needs to be, man. Talk it
Yeah.
like it is, man.
Thirsty Thunder is more pro wrestling happy hour.
I might
And
have to come
then
on Wednesday more than shit.
we do all the other fun shit on the other
This is like
shows.
a whiskey Wednesday, man. But I'm
I
drinking
got
gin.
lucky. I got lucky. My lady was off tonight.
Hey,
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
the universe lined up, man, in your favor.
No
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm stoned as
I
fuck.
miss the days when you had somebody there for me. So enjoy what you have, man. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, he got a white woman. He's winning. That's it. That's all it is. White women are winning. That's all.
Well, like, hold on. Here's the only unfortunate thing about that statement. Let's just like for anyone watching who's European, but the only unfortunate thing about that statement is how much we fall into the American stereotypes. Whereas like we're doing way better now, so like that shit doesn't matter. But like as far as the government goes and America goes, we still fall into like the shitty stereotypes. So like it doesn't really play us in our fucking favor. So like we know this shit plays in my favor. The media knows this shit plays in our favor. But the shit ain't fucking not so much.
Listen, the only people that are gonna hate you are every black woman. They're gonna tell you, you hate your mother. You a sellout. Shit all the time.
That doesn't happen. I only get racist. It has only ever been racist white people who have ever said anything along the line of me. And I've met I've met shitty people. I've met shitty Pakistani, I've met shitty Jews. I've met shitty people and good people. But I've only actually heard some shit like that only from racist white people. And I've also dated people.
Wait. Got correct. Remember,
I have a different
black
opinion.
people cannot be racist. People of color
whoa,
cannot be racist.
Bullshit.
I know that. I'm joking, my nigga. I'm joking. I'm being stupid. That's why when
I'm
I
not
hear that
saying
shit, I think it's the dumbest shit ever.
Anybody.
What I've experienced has always been black women causing a lot of shit, in my experience. And I kind of dated this girl named Zaisha. She's a black Jamaican girl, and she would say a lot of fucking nasty ass shit to me.
She said the dirty.
Well, I used to throw back some Jamaican patois at her and all the rest, especially when I've been drinking.
The dirty gal.
But she would say some racist shit to me, and I'm like, why can't you just see the person? And I don't understand why she'd think. And I know I understand why she would think this way. I get it. I understand. But if someone's there for you and try to help you, and all you can say is negative shit towards me, fuck that. I ain't dealing with this shit.
For me, with the black woman, like it's kind of like with everybody, but it really depends on the area. Like for example, kind of like with white people, mainly with black people. Anytime around, everything you just said, I do get that from black women, but only black women from the ghetto.
Yeah, exactly. It's always a Section 8 bitches.
She was from the east end of Scarborough, which is kind of like the ghetto where I'm from, right? So
I don't get that from women with
from the suburbs. You get that shit from bitches from Gun Hill Road.
I have to pick my words wisely. I don't get that from women with any sort of class. I only get that. I
know.
So I do get what you're talking about. But
no, I know it's not all. I'm just being a dumbass. Because I get that shit from the hood rat Puerto Ricans.
If you like up your class in that category, you'll less likely find the race.
If I'm ever gonna date
in the mud, okay.
Listen, if I'm ever gonna date a black or Spanish girl, she needs to believe in all lives matter. I'm gonna be real with you. I can't have that victim mentality in 2023. We're in the information age. The fact that you got fucking 8-year-old kids that are making $1 million a year on fucking YouTube.
I don't know, man, because like I'm not really behind the All Lives Matter because I think pedophiles deserve to die.
No, fuck no, they know to die. No. I'm using it. No, I'm using it as a stupid slogan. That's what I meant.
You know what?
look,
I want
pedophiles.
the Epstein list, man. I want every single buddy named on the Epstein list.
Listen,
I want
fuck
all
pedophiles. They should be
Ghislaine
cremated,
Maxwell's
castrated, whatever the fuck
names
it's
and
called. They should
numbers.
just be
I want
dead.
them all listed, man.
Shoot
There
their
you go.
kneecaps off.
Yeah. No, fuck that shit. No. Pedophiles, fuck out of here. Especially my daughter now, she's 14. Ugh.
Oh, trust
My
me, I
daughter's
got a
14.
niece that
Yeah, I
fucking
know, man.
3.
I sample my daughter and your daughter is the same age, man.
Yeah, I know.
I
You know,
how
yeah,
that
you.
feels.
Yeah, well, yeah, we know it too fucking well.
Oh yeah, and I got a niece that's 24 that I helped raise since she was an infant. So I'm like,
Yeah, so we all know about it.
Hey
I
boys,
already know.
I
I
got it.
already know.
The little ones is giving his mama's troubles and
Say no
passing.
more. My nigga, it was good talking to you. I'm gonna get your info
Hey,
from
hey,
Mike and we
yeah.
chop it up more.
Hit me up. Hit me up on. Get everything from Mike. My link
I am.
tree. Everything is on Instagram. Thank you, Mike. Anybody watching this guy, the camera guy's in. Shout out to Mike. Thank you, Mike Thunder, Mike World Other. Thank you guys. We
Word,
out.
yeah. I mean, I'll have to
Hey,
get home safe. I mean, yo, have a good night, bro.
there you go, Sky.
Good night.
Man, this has been a pretty interesting episode, man.
Nah, this was a good episode. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, shout out to my good friend who came up with that topic. She jokingly said, why don't you just do an episode about cake? And I was like, huh, I might just do that. And she was probably thinking, oh, he ain't gonna do it. It's just jokes. But then when she saw the topic and she was like, you're actually gonna go through with this. I was like, do you thought I was bluffing?
Nah, fuck, man. It's all right.
Like,
Hey, it
yeah,
went well, I think, man.
yeah, because
No
I'm
fact,
telling you
yeah.
that. I sample, you never told me the full story. I mean, you told me about it, but you never went into that much detail.
Oh, with the chick,
The
with the
handicap
hand.
chick.
Fuck the
Yeah.
handicap, man. Fuck, guy.
My dude. Look, cheers.
I mean, look, I'm trying to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's all about.
Oh, I ain't judging, trust me. Like,
Oh,
like
listen,
I
I don't
said,
give a shit. I mean, look, listen. The way I fuck the handicap chick is like when you hungry and you know McDonald's is bad for you, but you're still gonna eat it. That's exactly what it was for me.
So, you know what's funny? My friend Victor, he's Nicaraguan. He did the same sort of shit with this fucking handicap girl too. So what is it with you fucking Latino guys, man?
Well, you know what it is for me personally. Look, you know when they say men will fuck anything. I did at one point. The thing is too, I'd rather fuck a handicapped girl than a big bitch.
No, straight up. I would never fight a fat girl.
I can't.
Man, no.
Yo, no matter of fact, yo, I remember. Matter of fact, one of the things I had a hard time with, but I took it with him. I fucked a fat bitch one time.
And straight up, Squirrel was the biggest girl I've ever been with, man.
And
Straight
the
up.
crazy part too, the fact that she had like the pot belly, like Mr. Krabs or something. So trying to lift that shit up and fuck her, I can't.
I hate. You know what? When I see a fucking belly on a chick, I'm like, fuck, I'm not fucking you, man.
Nah, but I had to take one for the team. I'm cool with that.
I think the
No,
biggest
I
thing
don't
was the
like it, man.
Amazon.
I don't like it, man. I don't.
Oh no, I don't like
got-
it neither.
Why,
But
why you got a belly?
no, I don't. But I'm obligated to serve my
I
country that
mean,
day.
if it's a little cooch, I don't care because I need something to rest my hands on when, anywho. Like, I don't mind a little pooch, but if it's like a gut, like, I have a gut, but the way
Listen,
that I'm built like a mini fridge.
Well, you
Even
know
though
what?
I'm
That's
slimming
another thing.
down.
That's another thing too. I fucked a girl who had a gut, and it was horrible. But
You
it
know,
was okay though because she was
you know,
diabetic. So
I've been with girls where they look good with clothes on. As soon as they take their clothes in, and they just fucking flop everywhere. It's coming everywhere. They're taking their Spanx off, and it just fucking falls everywhere on the ground. I'm like, I ain't fucking you. Put that back in. And it literally takes her an hour to get that shit back in her fucking clothes. I
Oh,
go, fuck
shit.
you. I'm not fucking you.
I mean, thankfully, every woman of interest that I've seen, associated, or had relations with has not
all right,
had
Mike
this
Clinton.
problem. I'm just saying,
But you know what it is for me? I'm very logical and emotionalist. I treat everything like a business transaction.
Very much so like that now.
Yeah.
I'm more
I
like
have
that.
to, and that keeps me grounded because like if I tell the woman, oh, all right, if I have sex with you, all right, you know the deal.
We're cool. We're cool. That's it. I don't want no attachment from that. And it's just that's what it
I
is.
don't want no
And,
attachment, but I do like
and
that post-sex cuddle. You know what I'm saying?
I not true. Can't do that. I can't get with that. That's misleading.
I like that shit.
Hey,
All right, you go. Well, you're a
I guess
typical light
that's
skinned
why I
guy.
like.
that's why I like this Mexican girl, man. She's doing good, man. She's gotten
Oh, I forgot
checks right
about her.
now. I
Yeah,
like her, man.
I guess that's why I like Asian women because that post-sex attachment where they're
Oh, they're
literally
submissive
pressed
for
up against
you.
you.
It's been
I
a
like
couple weeks for me,
I
man. So
like
I'm
a
like,
clingy woman.
I'm getting like, okay, I'm liking this chick, man.
I like clingy women. I'm sorry. That's just
Oh,
me.
There's
for
no
sure.
apologize. There's nothing wrong with
Everybody
that at
does.
all.
Everybody
That's
does.
good. Well, no, a clingy woman is good because it shows that she's really fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She's really
fuck
into
yeah.
you.
Hey,
Even the crazy clingy ones, I like.
I just can't allow that.
you know what? Crazy girls give it like an extra level of fucking intense because you're just like, okay, what are they gonna do next? And you just respond to their craziness. Oh,
True.
I used to deal with this Polish girl, and she used to do some crazy shit, and I was just fuck. Oh, I used to be like, okay, what is she gonna do next? And I'm like, and get my shit off big time because she was so fucking nuts.
But sometimes nuts be pretty attractive though. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes.
It can be detrimental too, but if you get
Yeah, I mean, it can be a
you
blessing and a
gotta
curse.
ride it for a bit and then move on. But if you get enamored by that flame, oh, you can go burning down in the in burning crash. That's what you could do.
Oh yeah, burning ring of fire, and it burns, 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 and a ring of fire. Yeah. Anywho, nah, that's how I would look at it as like I don't know. Like I said, I think the biggest L I took was Amazon. She wasn't ugly. She was just an Amazon. She was one of the anime nerd Amazon white chicks, blonde hair. She was like
Love that.
She was like 6'2". She towers over me literally. I was like, I feel so small. I did not like being the little spoon. No, not at that age. Like literally, because she used to play basketball and shit. So literally, when she was the big spoon, I'm like, I have no shame.
Yo, what's the topic for tomorrow's thing?
Thirsty Thunder? I'm not sure yet. I think we might just do a random five of random stuff. Um, who knows? We'll play it by ear, but I think it's just gonna be your typical five random clips that people would
Cool.
never expect. I can't really think of anything new. If you got any suggestions, please shoot me a
No,
message.
I know it's not right now.
Who? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. After I saw that Marty Jannetty Dark Side of the Ring, I was like, dang, now I want to watch some Rockers matches. Yeah, I thought the Rockers were pretty. Honestly, I thought the Rockers were a ripoff of the Midnight Express.
They were, but you know, WCW and WWF, they always ripped off each other, man. That's what they did.
Yeah, but I felt like the Rockers, even when they were called the Midnight Rockers, I felt like that they were a ripoff of basically the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express. And there was another team that used to wear the same outfits as the Rockers in the early years. Forgot the name of them. But I felt like it was a ripoff of those three teams, and then, they're the Rockers. Shame they were never officially tag champs. I mean, they were tag champs, but it's not in the books. It's like a ghost title change from I think it was 1990. No, yeah, November 1990 against the Hart Foundation. Damn, that would have been a great moment. But the reason why they restarted was because the ring broke mid match and pretty much messed up the whole plan. So originally the Rockers were supposed to be new tag champs, but with how it ended, it was like we're just gonna put it back on the Hearts. Burn. But yeah, we'll pretty much do something for Thirsty Thunder. Hang 10 if you're free and not out, banging a pinata. You can join us too.
Yeah, nigga said banging a piano. That was good. That was fucking good, yo.
Señor Pinata.
Hey, we'll see what I have to unplan, right?
Look, she's gonna be like, "No, you stay with me," and then
I don't have to say lo siento, okay? So what is,
it'd be like, "Lo siento, pero no llores, mamita. No, no llores. Papa Hinton."
Hey, I really like it when she calls me papi and everything. It's so nice. It's whatever.
It ain't poppy for me, but just hearing a woman say, you know what it is? Hearing a woman say Mike in her accent. Like, there's this one cleaner lady. I
Well,
think
she can't say Kevin properly, so
yeah, but there's just something
so
about
so when she says papi, I'm like, all right, I'll deal with that.
yeah, but there's just something about any, not just Latinas, but any woman with an accent when they say Mike. It is the most hottest shit ever than just someone with a regular accent. I even like it when it's a Southern accent, but my favorite has been Latina.
A Southern girl, a Southern white girl, oh, their accent is on fire. I love that shit.
Because with Asian women, like Americanized Asian women, of course they say Mike, and some of them have the Valley Girl voice like Mike. But
I love that California shit. Are you talking about?
yeah,
I can't do that. That's horrible shit, man. They do the Valley talk. I can't fucking stand.
I mean,
I
it's
love that.
it's so common in Fairfax County. It's so common, but
I mock it, make fun of it. I can't stand it.
but the ones that are like, with their deep Asian accent, where they're like, "I remember you, Makatanda." Like they add the Micah. Hello, Micah. Like it don't need that. Just say Mike. Just say Mike. Hashtag just say Mike. You don't have to add the Micah. Makatanda. You don't have to wonder. Like, I'm about to make a T-shirt out that shit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just as I get older, I get more and more pickier.
You know what? Make a T-shirt for Go Play Your Dinky Bra.
We're working. Trust me. When Base Camp comes back from New York, I got a bunch of ideas. Like, I got a bunch of ideas. Like literally.
I want to taunt him and make me more.
Be like, go play with your dinky, brah.
Nigga stupid.
They'd be like, what the hell? Have it like in the Canadian flag background. Now that would be kind of fucked up, wouldn't it?
No, not at all.
No? All right, cool. But I just wanted to make sure, in case we be crazy enough to do it, the next thing you know it, Hangton's coming after me like, bruh, what'd you do that to me, bruh?
Listen.
Come on, bruh.
Listen. This is
It's
the
like, how
same
dare
guy
you?
that made autistic jokes with no hesitation, and I'm fine with it. I'm not the defender. You know,
I make fun of Warren all the time with autistic, and
I know. I'm talking about that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And you had that one guy that was like, "Don't you have a problem? Why do you have a problem with autistic kids?" That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That. I remember that.
No, but I've been at Warren's place and we were drinking his stuff. I'm like, I recognize he's got a little bit of autistic traits when you're right there in front of him. Like okay, all right, why are you doing that shit? It's almost like he's got OCD but autistic. So I that's why I said, you know what, are you autistic? And he goes, whoa, I've never seen that. And I explained to him, I go, you're a very smart dude. I understand what you're saying, but you switch topics very quickly, and you lack empathy very much. And That's
But the
something an
thing is, you
autistic person.
can't knock them from being for having lack of empathy when people do stupid shit. Like when you see a baby mother with 5 deadbeat dads and no different niggas.
For sure.
Or fucking
That's crazy.
yo, matter of fact, did I tell you guys I actually got profiled?
What?
Who got profile?
I didn't even tell you about that. I actually had on last month I got arrested, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, you told me bits and pieces, but
You
tonight
got
you
you got
mentioned we were
racially
going to tell the full
profiled.
story.
What happened?
You got racially profiled?
No,
New York City
I'm
cop.
well, no. Well, I don't live in the city, so it's even worse. Matter of fact, you're gonna get a
Okay.
kick out of this. So what happened was I was driving to Jersey, right? Late night, whatever. I told him I was going for work. We'll leave it like that, right? And then the guy's like, I pulled over. I said no, because I don't know. This motherfucker thought I was on some type of drug, so he arrested me. I took the breathalyzer, no problem, right? I'm in the precinct. They're like running, they're trying to do all this bullshit. He's convinced that I'm on drugs. I'm on crack, meth, or weed or whatever. Obviously, I'm not. And here's the funny part: you're gonna get a kick out of this, Kevin. When I'm in the police car, he goes, what's those crumbs? What's those things in your car?" I said, "What? Is that weed?" I said, "No, that's beef patty crumbs." So then after that, I get there. I'm in the holding cell for the entire Friday. I'm in the whole. No, they took my blood. They took a blood test for me because they thinking whatever, right? I had
Oh, they
court.
gave you a blood test too?
Well,
Shit.
they took the blood sample. I had court last Thursday. What happens? It comes up negative. Obviously, I didn't have none. Now they're trying to scram the prosecutor, the DA, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They're trying to scramble, saying that when he pulled me over, I did an unsafe turn because my tire touched the white line. But I told my attorney was this. Now I said, well, check this out. It's the fact that the guy's flashing his lights. It says in the state of New York that it's mandatory that you pull over to get their fucking way. So I told him, I said, well, look, I'm not gonna do like what happened with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man blocked him, and it backfired on him. So I go, you know what I'm saying? I know it was me. So that's their case right now. So the funny part too is the fact that fucking I got to go to court back on the 11th. But the thing is too is the fact that they're trying to get all they can do is get a traffic infringement, whatever it's called. But now I have a lawsuit coming up. I can sue these I'm gonna sue these faggots. My bad, Mike.
Sue them, man. Sue them, man. Because the city of New York is fucking.
It's not
broke.
the city. It's the state of New York.
Bankrupt as fuck, right?
No. It's where I live at. Where I live at is basically. It's not. You know what the thing is? Where I live at. It's not the city. It's basically. It's Long Island basically. And the thing is,
Long
too,
Island. Okay.
so they're private. So anytime someone gets arrested, that cop gets an extra $300 bonus or some shit.
Well,
like that.
obviously, he gets a bonus part, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They do the same thing here in Canada.
And on top of that too was the fact that my lawyer told me that he's had a bad rep. So that's another funny thing. But this guy
He's
is
got a bad rap, or you got the bad rap?
No, he got a bad rep. I didn't do shit. I'm good, bro.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I don't know. You're Spanish, man. I don't know, man. You people.
No, of course, but that's the thing. And the thing is too, I hate. I'm not one to pull the victim card. You know what I'm saying? But they're telling me like, yo,
yeah.
They're like, yo, you fall. Yo, this could be considered as racist. I never seen it like that because I don't see that.
This is racism, obviously, right? He's picking on a brown skinned guy, man. He's purposely fucking with you guys, man.
And see, the funny part is that happened to me in June when I was at Raleigh for the little mini family reunion. I got pulled over at like 11 o'clock at night because I was bored and I realized I am not in Northern Virginia anymore because everything was closed so early. The gas stations were closed at like 11.
That's crazy.
Like, dude, even downtown. I was in a section of downtown Raleigh, and even at midnight, it was starting to get kind of bare. So I was like, there's nothing out here for me. So I was going to go back to my hotel room, and I got pulled over. And mind you, thank God my car got cleaned and detailed before leaving. Because literally this cop, and it was a black cop, he pretty much said I look suspicious. Okay, I get it. Bald-headed, brown skinned, even though obviously majority black, but brown skinned. And then the outfit I had on, Dickies, plaid shirt, see the gold
No.
chain, combat boots.
Yeah, but you know what?
So,
Too. Nah.
oh
You
no,
know what?
he thought I was Hispanic. Oh, he did.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I used to think that there was no such thing as racial profiling.
Oh no.
I used
Well,
to
that's the
think there was
thing.
no.
I don't.
I used to think that. Okay, and then I drove about 10 years ago. I was driving a white Jaguar, and I was driving in Scarborough, East Malvern, which is the ghetto of Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And I was driving in Malvern, and cops used to pull me over every corner I went to. They pulled me over every which way because I had tinted windows. There's a white Jaguar, and they were just they looked at my car and they said that I was a drug dealer. They wanted to check it out. They had my car searched multiple times. They brought in dogs on my car, and I was treated like a black guy, and I saw that firsthand, and I realized, shit, they do racially profile.
Welcome to our world.
But you know what?
But
You know what? Too, for me, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. There's been plenty of times that I've drove like not the safest, and the cop let me off. This guy was just being a jerk off.
but it's crazy because I only deal with racial profiling when I'm outside of the Northern Virginia area.
Mm-hmm.
Inside
I
Northern Virginia,
agree with you. It's certain police departments are worse than others. Like for example, in Toronto, it's Durham Region or Peel. It has worse cops than the ones in the city of Toronto and so forth and so on. Right.
That's crazy. When you say Durham, I think of North Carolina.
same.
Well, we do have a Durham here in Toronto as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything comes back to the England, and England renames everything here.
Yeah, because y'all do British Commonwealth.
Virginia is a Commonwealth.
Yep, same thing. Virginia, same thing. That's why I can relate. That's probably why I can relate to like Toronto prices and all that. Like if I can survive in Northern Virginia, I can survive in Toronto.
Realistically, we have the Queen or the King on our bills. You guys pretty much will have to have some sort of teeth going back to the King or Queen because you guys are Commonwealth as well.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like the cost of living, it's very similar.
Yeah.
Like very, very similar. That's why I'm like, if I can survive in Northern Virginia, I can survive even in Toronto. And everyone's like, nah, man, nah.
Well, you know what?
Now the only thing I don't want to like.
Your cost, your wages are better in Virginia than they are here in Toronto.
Not right now. Right now, prices have gotten higher than
your wages are, even with even with the conversion rate and everything, American dollars, you're not paying the same way that we are here in Canada.
Y'all get charged for a lot of
we
things.
get 40% taxes pretty much.
Damn, that sounds like me when I get my bonuses.
Like when our like for example, my take home, I look at what I make, and I see literally 40% taken off from taxes every paycheck.
That's crazy. Like, and
the only thing, and
then we got sales tax on everything too. So anything we drink or buy or whatever, we got another 15% or 18% that we pay on tax.
Dude, everything in Toronto is taxed. That's why, honestly, I could never become a citizen there because not for nothing. I'm not jumping in politics, Mike. Forgive me, but I'm not giving my money to these people that live in Section 8 and just live off of a career. Yeah, I have kids and just live off of it.
You're basically paying for people that elite class above you that runs the city or country, province. You're paying for them.
And it's so unreal. Like you know what comes to mind every time it comes to like being super taxed. Like I can't imagine Canada. Like I know Virginia, they pretty much tax, and they even do like a whole lot of surcharges and fees. But every time I go somewhere and I see those, it's like I'm looking at my literally, I'm looking at the price and I'm looking at my debit card, and it's just like,
Okay. Yeah, it's the way.
Yo, you're dumb. You're dumb for this, yo. I can't with you.
This is me and Queasy fighting, bro.
Don't hurt him, Jamie.
This is me. That's me and Cleo, man.
I know. That clip will never get old, and it will be played at least once on Mike Thunder era, because there's some things that will never stop being funny, especially at the end. He's holding the dude's head down and slapping him upside the head. Oh shit, Tammy Jean 123, thanks for checking us out. Yeah, new viewer. Okay, all righty.
How do you find your new people? I mean,
I'm
your
everywhere.
fans.
I'm everywhere, dog. Social media. I go in different forums and groups, and look up podcasting groups or wrestling groups.
Cool.
Stuff like that. Asian groups that have like hot women in there. I'll be like, check out my podcast, and they'd be like, I want to buy a Mike Thunder t-shirt. Cool. Will you buy it for me? No.
Hey, Tammy seems to know you. I sample.
Oh shit, I sample. I know that face. Hold up, this ain't the chick that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being a dude.
Nah, this ain't the handicap chick. I don't talk to handicap chick no more. She didn't even know my real name. I thought her name was Julio.
The handicap chick. I still can't. I swear that was story of the night. That was story of the night.
Well, I know that. I know who that is. I know exactly who that is.
Hold up, you know me?
I know who Tammy is. I know. That's my homegirl. She's cool company. I know exactly.
You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know where I've been. Okay? People want to talk about what I bought. They ain't talking about what I got. Let me go and tell you about where I've been. Let me tell you about what I've seen. Yeah. People want to talk about what I got. They ain't talking a lot about what I bought. Go grab them cakes.
There's no hope.
Sorry, I had to do my junkyard dog impersonation.
Niggas all good.
I mean, sometimes you gotta switch up from Dusty Rhodes, man. Sometimes you gotta bring out that junkyard dog. Talking about my mama didn't raise no fool. That's for that cat Damien. I'm coming after you, Jake Roberts. You gonna grab them cakes once you get thumped. Mike, you know me from the 6. I ain't from Toronto.
It's the group she's referring to.
I know, I'm just being a dick. Let me be Captain Dickhead, as the British would say.
Okay, or just say Captain Peter.
You being a Captain Dickhead. Which I ain't gonna lie, British rappers are hilarious to listen to.
Yo, they sound weird. Like the UK
one. I actually like them. I
bet you do.
Pretty good, man. I like.
I bet you do, Hainton. I bet you do. You're like the light skinned Basil Wallace, okay?
Nigga said the light skinned Basil Wallace. You're fucking hilarious, my nigga.
I mean, dude, there's not another guy that I've seen that I can quote, that I can go tit for tat with quotes from Mark for Death with. Not like Hainton. Especially the screw face scenes. Come on. That dude was what made the movie, because it sure wasn't Steven Seagal, and it wasn't Steven Seagal.
It wasn't Steven Seagal. It was Basil, right? He was fucking Screwface, right?
Like shit. Watching Screwface was what kept me watching the movie.
Well, what it was for me, it was I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, so I was in my youth at that time, and I was like, all right, this is something I'm used to, right? And I grew up on rocksteady, ska, reggae, and all that when I was a youth, and I was one of them. That's how I viewed it.
I can't lie to you. I can't get into reggae. If I hear too much reggae, I get annoyed.
I love it.
Of course,
But
because you,
that's how I feel with reggaeton, right?
I don't listen
It,
to that
it
shit. That shit is so
but,
garbage.
but you know what I'm meaning. It's the
I
same.
know. It's
It's
disgusting.
kind
It's
of like
annoying.
I don't know
It's
what it
mad
is.
ghetto.
I'm
All the
trying to
songs sound the
understand it. I
same.
don't get it.
It's the same fucking drum pattern. It's that same
No,
bass drum.
reggae's not. Reggae's not
No,
because they got
reggaeton. I'm
different
talking
styles.
reggaeton. They got the same
Yeah.
kick drum from fucking 2004. Since we
Well,
was in
because
fucking
they got
MySpace era.
Roshan doing all the beats for it.
Oh yeah, Roshan.
Right,
Damn, nigga
right.
brought it back on that one.
So and he's Jamaican too, right? So he's making all the beats for it.
Not so loud. I don't want to hear people saying, "Oh, I don't want to hear another empty brag." Oh, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, who cares?
But I'm getting into Carol G. She's hot. I like her.
She's a fucking sweetheart. She has like that fake girl, the girl next door look.
What's her name?
Carol
Carol
G.
G.
But it's
Carol
Carol
G.
with a K. She's
Yeah,
Colombian.
Carol with a K, G, and she's a thing, man. She's something to look at, man.
Never heard of her. You might have to send me a photo.
I'll send you a picture of her.
I'll send you some videos, man. You'll like her. You'll like her.
I'd be down.
You know what? I think you will like her, but you won't appreciate her.
Why?
I appreciate her.
Now you're talking Mike, cause he likes soy sauce chicks. You know that.
I know, yeah. He likes the
He likes
the
the
white.
soy sauce
He
bitches.
likes the white rice. I got it, man.
Yeah, and I love my pumpkin latte bitches. So I mean, like, so
Yeah.
he'll
I mean,
appreciate.
hey man, teach its own.
Yeah.
But and Tammy Jane talk about some Googling.
I'll send it your way, man. Here it goes.
And yes, Tammy Jane, I know who you are.
But the
Just
thing
to
is,
let you
too,
know.
though, with Carol G, one thing I can say: if you say you wouldn't fuck her, I will question you.
For me?
Yeah, because Carol G could get it.
She'll get it, man. I'll do
But
it.
listen, especially you slept with Maria. You talked about Maria earlier today.
Hey,
That crazy
Maria's
fucking.
my ex-wife, for fuck's sake. Don't talk about Maria like that, okay?
I don't know your Maria. I'm talking about just a general Spanish Maria from America, not your. What is she? What is your ex? What is she?
She's Greek.
Oh, I'm talking Telemundo Maria, not John Travolta, Maria.
John Travolta Maria.
Greece.
But you know it's bad because I was with her for 20 years almost, and I
Damn,
actually
one
speak
vagina for 20 years.
Greek.
God bless you. That's the goal.
So I speak Greek because of her, and I can't use the Greek anywhere.
Man, that's how I feel about school. You're gonna trigonometry, but you ain't gonna use it in real life.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I haven't seen a job yet people use trig.
Yeah.
Or pre-calculus.
Just history. Never in my time was I ever asked, "Oh, who was the third president of the United States?" I don't fucking know.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I can't remember who was the third president of the United States, but I can tell you who the third WCW World Heavyweight Champion was.
Well, that's more
I can
beneficial
do
though.
that.
That can get you ass. Not what did George Washington live at or something.
Yeah, he said I cannot tell a lie.
And honestly, too, and this is so fucked up. The only way I remember presidents is because all the fucking housing apartments in New York City was named after them.
And it's like that in DC. All the streets in DC.
Especially DC. But I'm saying, like, for me, like I grew up in James Monroe houses. That was a fucking. I don't know. He was a president. I heard.
And then there's like, okay, so there's this one TV show on HBO called House of Ho, and it's about this rich Vietnamese family.
Nice.
And the parents, they were immigrants, and then they went into real estate and made a lot of money. And he named all of their kids based off of presidents' names or their first wives.
Damn.
Like the oldest is named Washington. You know. I was like, okay.
I mean, but to each his own. I'd rather name my kids after a president than some ghetto ass name. Like, I'm not gonna name my fucking kid fucking Jaden. That's like every fucking.
I try to choose some unique names for my kids, and that's what I did.
Well, I mean, you can't my daughter.
I got Ethan and Leah for my kids, so that's it. It's
wait. What nationality are your kids? If you don't mind me asking.
My kids are half Greek, right? So.
And what are you?
I'm.
Besides a fake Jamaican.
He's a chameleon.
I'm Native Indian and English. That's what I am.
Okay, so you're
I
TP
mean,
and you're okay.
so that's why I get offended when you talk funny about all natives and shit, right? And I come at you and I want to throw my
You can come at me. I
chancletas.
don't care. You can make fun of all the spick jokes you want. I'm not gonna get offended. I say it myself.
No, I know you're not one to care. So I
Yeah, I
understand.
don't give a shit. Like how many times I
I'm
said that?
just
Like,
I'm faking caring. You understand?
okay, all right. I thought I got understanding. I'm like, damn, you my people and shit, but that's not you. That's not you. Don't act
No, but
like the same.
I do stick up for the native peoples because
Of course, no, no.
I
Well, the
got
one thing is that you gotta
I
stick up for your TV people because it's fucked up what happened. Yeah,
I got family on the reses and shit, and I stick up for them.
My dude said TP people.
I'm just saying. Nah,
I know,
bring it.
but it was just
He's not
perfect
wrong. He's
timing.
not wrong. He's not wrong.
No,
I
no,
know
no, no.
he's not wrong, but
But
just
here's
the
the
way
thing
he
too.
just
But no,
he
but no,
rolled
but
it
the
off
thing is too,
naturally.
to a certain degree, I'm not like I sound horrible. I sound like a white person that's trying to measure
Hey,
back. I got
listen,
TP in me
you know
also.
what?
A Taino.
I like the beans and rice family, man. I like them, man.
Yeah,
They're
no, the
I
good.
bet
Tallulah
you
people are
do.
cool.
I bet you like eating pupusas too, huh?
Yeah, I like pupusas, man.
But Puta sounds so nasty. It just sounds like.
They're so
I
good
mean,
too.
some Salvadorian women they refer to it down there as a pupusa. So that's why I said that. And he just go, yeah, I love pupusas. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bring it on to cheese, bro. Yeah.
No, so I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
make it cheesy, bro. Like,
So the ones you don't want is the ones with the feta cheese on there because they have all the flake and
nah,
shit.
man, I usually use the ones that use mozzarella cheese. I'm picky about my cheese. I only fucks with parm and mozza. That's it.
Yeah, me too. That's it. I'm a
With a
crackhead
side
for
of
Parmesan
Murano.
cheese. I'm worse than Whitney Houston, and Bobby Brown with Coke. Woo.
No, I like the exotic ones, man. I like
You
I
like
like the
exotic anything.
I love the exotic everything.
Boy, he loved the exotic Bin Laden women.
Oh god.
You know what?
When I'm in Richmond Hill, that's
I
all I
love
see.
Arabic food. Arabic food is top notch, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Since moving to Northern Virginia, there's so many spots I've had like,
Top
there
notch.
I've
Like
had like
I've gone to some Arabic places in Toronto and just
they're
I've had
so
a
delicious.
smorgasbord of the mezza food that they have, just little plates
Yes.
of everything, and it's just awesome, man.
And some places,
And you got the hookah pipe, and you're just having
yes. Yes.
you're
I
having
was
a
about to
fucking
say that.
bowl, you're having a hookah pipe, you're eating the food, you're drinking
Yes.
whiskey, and just it's a good night.
It's a vibe, man. It's such a fucking vibe.
And all the Arabic girls just flock to me like white on rice.
Inshallah
And I
Habibi.
love it.
Mashallah Habibi.
Yeah, I got Habibi.
Yeah, I bet they do look at you like Habibi, Habibi.
I've had people think I look terrorism.
You know
I like
what?
a terrorist.
You know what I noticed is Arabic girls are very similar to Latin girls.
Yeah.
Very similar behavior, the way they are, family orientated. They're very similar like that. And the ones that are sluts are the same way in Arabic countries as well. You can tell, you can pick them up easy.
Well, I mean, that's all that's all I see. I see a la 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 when I'm in Richmond Hill.
But you know what?
They're more Persian there.
Yeah, they all the
Other
same
than
shit.
Mia Khalifa, I never met a slutty Arabic chick or Middle Eastern.
I have.
No, I know you have, but I haven't. The only one that I've seen is someone like Mia Khalifa, and that's it.
Usually it's Egyptian or Lebanese, one of the two, like that.
Nah, I never met an Egyptian like that. And I've been mistaken for Egyptian in a crowd of Egyptians, which is why sometimes
But you know
use
what?
the alias of Mike Mahmoud.
Some of the best looking Arabic girls are either Lebanese or Syrian.
Most of the best ones I've seen are Persian.
They have a different look, and most of it
No,
is
the
fake.
best ones are the ones who look
They have
from Iran.
They have a lot more plastic surgery in Persia.
Oh, my type. Say no
I
more.
believe it.
And they have the money for it. They do it.
I mean, Persia's like Korea.
No. Persian's an ancient culture that's been around since.
No, I'm talking
before.
about in terms of the plastic surgery.
Yes.
Like
yes.
those are like, yeah.
They're always fixing their nose, and their nose gets fucked up because they don't do it properly, and all the rest. Yeah.
Whereas Asians, they do it right when they get work done. I mean, I don't mind fake boobs and all, but I can't do a fake booty. That's just me. I'm afraid that I'm like gonna do something
I
and
don't
her,
like.
like
I
implants
don't like.
gonna
I don't
explode.
like the way it feels. It doesn't move right. I don't like it.
Yeah, now fake boobs, that's a different story. Like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I prefer natural, but if you want
So,
implants, hey, your body,
so
your choice.
I've been with a couple Persian girls, and they got their wahoo fucking surgery done. They got it tightened.
The what surgery done?
They got their pussy tightened.
Really? I never heard. Wow.
They got surgeries for that. So I've been with 2 girls like that where they got their pussy tightened. So they got themselves.
Why would you spend so much
back
money just to
together.
close something that's gonna open up again?
So they close it. They tighten it. It is tightened. Trust me.
I believe you, 9/11. I believe you.
This dude said 9/11.
So, and usually this happens when they leave a man and they get divorced. They get tightened so they're like a virgin again.
That's weird.
And go through this surgery. It must be painful because I've seen the after effect of it. And then trying to get in there, holy shit. You feel like you're going to rip it when you get it.
I'd be kind of nervous. I feel uncomfortable.
I felt that.
I would feel very uncomfortable as a man. Because if I'm having sex with a girl, I want her to be experienced. So the fact that she makes herself like a virgin again, that's very uncomfortable to me.
Yeah, trust me, it was uncomfortable for me as well.
I can see if it's a woman that's had like, multiple kids and she don't like how it looked down there for like vanity reasons. I get that.
Usually that's what it is. Usually that's what it is.
I mean,
she looked like number 3 from Arby's menu, or or Subway sandwich, the teriyaki with fish.
Actually, I got one text.
You ruined Subway for me. Yeah, for C-sections. I mean, like I said, I don't give a shit. I ain't against it. I mean, whatever makes you comfortable, do whatever the fuck you got to do.
What, abortions, you said?
No, we're talking about like the C-sections, women doing C-sections.
Well, they ain't got no choice unless they're gonna have a dead kid in their body. So you gotta do the fuck you gotta
do.
do.
No. Some will do C-sections just so it don't, ruin the JJ.
I don't. You know what? I don't care about C-sections as much. I've seen a few of them. I don't care.
C-section ain't that bad. C-section ain't that bad.
I don't care.
I look at that.
I like the skull. I actually like the skull. That kind of gave me hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I might.
You know what? I just tease it. I tease a bitch or two that I don't like, and I want to make sure that she has a complex, and I make fun of her about having the C-section.
I mean, I'll never make fun of a woman for a C-section.
Like Squirrel, I used to make fun of her about her C-section.
That's cold, bro.
Because I'm a dick.
But no, I get it. Like my thing is, I don't give a shit if you had a C-section. I don't give a shit if you got stretch marks, as long as you got the matching animal print underwear to go with it.
But, nah. For me, I need some type of athletic body because it just shows you your discipline.
I mean, I'm not saying
for sure. You can't have that fuck handles every which way, and it's gonna be that you can't have that square body. You gotta have a little bit of a shape.
No. I'm saying like
definitely. You can't look like a PlayStation controller or something. Absolutely.
I don't care about that.
Right?
But no, I'm talking about the ones that like having, they still have like I don't care about that. I'm just saying.
It ain't that serious.
Yeah, even with the ones that got stretch marks, I don't care. I just know as long as they got on, as long as they looking good in animal print lingerie, I don't give a shit.
I just want them to have that hourglass figure, it's a little bit of a fucking silhouette, and they're okay.
I'm just the booty guy. I just like if the booty's right, hey, leave it to Mike. I'm just saying. I used to be a boob guy, but now I went back to like booty.
Nah, I'm still a
So
boob guy.
Oh no, I like booty.
my son has a philosophy about guys that like big boobs. He thinks that if you like big boobs, you're gonna be broke. That's what my son thinks. And he thinks that I have this fetish about girls with big boobs, but I don't. I'm not broke, by the way, but that's his philosophy on life.
I mean, to each its own.
Mhm.
By the way, when was the last time you harassed your son?
What?
He's in his room right now. I'm not gonna bug him right now.
Oh man, that shit. Look, that's always gonna be an epic moment during the pandemic.
Oh, I was so wrecked that night.
Oh, I get it, and you had a good reason, but you know what? We're also glad that you was able to, still have a good laugh, have some good vibes, even if it was at a certain
Yeah.
crispy individual's expense. But
Well, you know what? He deserved everything I gave him because, I seriously think he's got some mental issues that he hasn't really searched out, and I've tried to help him multiple times. He's been over my place multiple times, and he still lashes out at me every which way. And you know that too.
mhm.
I even took New Orleans a couple times too, right? And he's just a fucking ignorant fucker. That's reality what he is. Crispy motherfucker.
Why are you sounding so shaky, bro? You're being shaky right now.
I would talk to him about the same shit right to his face. He knows where I live. I told him the last time I was texting him, I told him come to me, and he wouldn't come to me. So I even walked my dog by his building, and he still wouldn't come outside. So
Because he's gonna think you're gonna use your dog on him. I wouldn't come outside either. Duh. That's a natural reaction. If I see you walking by and you got your dog with you, fuck no, I'm not coming outside. And it's just a matter of natural defense. I don't care what
it's
you
not
are.
about that. My dog is peaceful, man. He's seen my dog. He just got allergies and he won't come
That
near
don't
my dog.
mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Like that. Look, his thinking. This is his thinking now. Like as soon as he would have came outside and be like, "All right, so you want to go after it? Come on, let's go." Next thing you know, it you on the hook and that dog is gonna come after him. Like that scene on Men's Best Friend. What was that dog's name? Max. He ate the shit out of that mailman.
Hey, listen. Queasy was here with me in my kitchen right here. He was scared of my dog. I kept telling my dog, lie on the couch, whatever, fucking be there. So he's seen my dog. He knows my dog is not gonna be barking at him or attacking him in which way. And he's just a fucking lonely fucker that's got really no friends. He's got a couple guys that are just fucking leches, and it's who he is.
But he's got that. He's got that one chick.
He's got that one flex. I know. I understand, man.
He's got that one flex. Even though you know, I still don't even chat with her like that. But he still keeps trying to throw that on me. No, dude. I'm not the one who's like harassing her friends with messages, stalking them, telling them, I need you to talk to her.
Listen, she was texting him one day, and I was with him, and I told him, block that bitch, man. I said that one is fucking texting everybody. And I go, watch, I can get her to text me soon. So I messaged her and everything. She started sending me some fucking messages towards me too. Right in front of him. I've never talked to her in my life, but I messaged her a couple times, and she started sending me shit. So I go, look, I'm nobody to her, but she now thinks that we're okay.
Damn.
And I still mocked him and made fun of him about this Chantel bitch.
Man, she's legit for sure. It's just that you ain't got a chance in the world with her. And based on her her roster, I wouldn't want it either.
Well, it's kind of like Squirrel with me, where she was like, Chevy this, Chevy that, and she was like,
Nah.
she was trying to fuck my friend Vic. She was trying to fuck my friend Oscar, and she tried to fuck the drug dealer that I introduced her to as well. And this is just all people that I've introduced her to. And she was going, all Chevy, Chevy, Chevy. Fucking, she sucked Vic's dick as well. I'm like,
oh shit.
And
Did
she
I sample just fall asleep?
Possibly,
I sample just fell asleep.
You know, I got that voice for guys. Just fucking talk and they fall asleep. There we go, bro.
I guess so, cause that I sample wake your ass up.
I know. I gotta get on the road and shit. I was enjoying myself.
Oh shit! Look, he's alive.
Man,
we thought you fell asleep.
Nah, I'm just relaxing because I had freaking meetings all day today and stuff.
Okay, just making sure. Cause look, I'm getting private messages. I'm getting private messages saying I sample wake up.
Nigga, I'm tired. Fuck y'all, yo. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck, yo.
Don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of the show. This is the don't give a fuck show.
Word.
My dude fell asleep. He's like, fuck it, I'm good. Fuck y'all, I'm going to sleep.
Listen, we spoke about the bad sex experience and shit, and we good.
The bad sex, the bad cake, the good cake. I mean, I'm still enjoying the whole backstory about Squirrel. Like, damn.
You want to hear more fucking dirt? Here we go.
Dude, it's at the point where we refer to certain women at our job as Squirrel in our department. A couple of our coworkers that watch the show.
So Squirrel got with Ozzy too. He's like a drug dealer of coke and shit. So she used to run to him all the time, right? And
by the way, before you continue, Carol G can get it.
Exactly.
There you go. See, exactly. I told you, man. Told you, man. I'm getting into reggaeton now because of her. There we go.
We'll continue.
So, she Ozzy was just telling me the other day. I was there with him drinking, and he goes, he went by a Squirrel to give her some a new shipment of coke, and she was like, she overheard me, Ozzy, and Vic. We were joking around about our cock sizes, okay? Because Vic had like a small little condom, and he was like, "Oh, this one's for you," and he was giving it to Ozzy, and Ozzy's like, "No, my cock's too big," and I was saying my cock's too big, and all the rest for that little condom. So when he went to go see Squirrel, she wanted to see his cock for real. And she goes, Ozzy, show me your cock because you bragged about how it's big. I wanted to see it. And he told me, he goes, he fucking threw it out. And she sucked his dick because she didn't want to pay for the coke. So that's who she is. And this is the same time she was telling me, oh, Chevy, oh, Chevy, oh, Chevy. And you think that I'm being nice to this bitch? No, man.
Damn.
Right.
Damn. I would have never suspected that. at all.
Okay, and, because she plays off this angle that she's so sweet and nice. In reality, she's not a nice person. She's a street kid that will know that she wants to get everything based off of whatever. And first off, she's I didn't like it when Oscar, Vic, and I were all talking, and Ozzy was there. Vic mentioned how much I get paid, and she was in earshot, and she heard us. And I mentioned this to you on one of the things, and she denied that she heard that. She didn't understand it, and I go, listen, you're not stupid. I know you heard because you mentioned it to me after.
She looked at you as her super saver hoe.
Yeah, she was thinking I was gonna fucking save this bitch, okay? And I'm not gonna save this bitch.
Did I say to fall asleep again?
So this is why I was fucking being mean to her and everything, because I just wanted to know that we're not getting back, we're not hooking up again, we're not going back together, we're not doing anything anymore.
Hey man, hey, sometimes you gotta close that door.
She wasn't getting it. I had to physically block her on Messenger, and so that she doesn't bother me. I had to block her on WhatsApp as well and everything.
There you go. That's some serious shit. See?
No, just me being honest. But I know she's running to you to say, I don't know why Chevy's doing this, Chevy's doing that. I'm like, fuck, my name's not fucking Chevy. She calls me Chevy because I'm old and reliable. That's why she calls me that.
Really? See, I didn't know that. I just thought that was like some pet name she gave you once you, got in the sack.
No. Understand now. There's more to it. She's not stupid. She's sneaky and conniving.
Hey, to each their own. I mean, moments like that, it gives you a different outlook. An outlook that kind of sounds negative. But when really it sounds negative, when you really think about it, it's actually positive. And you'll see what I mean by this skit that you're about to check out.
Heaven high! This is Coleman's Pulpit. I'm your host, Caprice Coleman, the most versatile man in this sport today. And like always on the pulpit, I find out the truth, and the truth will help you to see. Today, my guest is somebody that I invited, and when they accepted my invitation, I must admit, I was a little shocked because my guest today is Punishment Martinez. Well, folks, as promised, my guest, Punishment Martinez. Hey, welcome to the pulpit, man.
Appreciate it, Coleman.
Yeah.
All you have to do is ask, man.
I appreciate that, man. I gotta say I was surprised when I sent the invitation how fast that you would send it back.
Just because we come from different worlds doesn't mean it was gonna be a no. Thanks for having me. Thanks for giving me a drink.
That's not what you think it.
The hell is that? What is this?
Sacrament. Hey man, I just have to ask you simple stuff like, how are you doing?
Next question.
So what was your upbringing? How was your childhood like?
Next question.
So all of a sudden, man, you've been taken into Adam Page. What can you tell me about that?
Well, Page is an interesting soul. As many beatings as I give that cat, he seems to get right back up. The only problem is that he thinks I've given him all I've got, and I haven't even come close yet. When that bell finally rings and they throw all the rules out the window, I'm gonna take him south of heaven. And I'm gonna put him so deep in the ground, he ain't gonna get back up.
Punishment. How do we see the world through your eyes?
Coleman, I see it for what it is. A miserable wasteland full of pathetic souls that deserve nothing but punishment.
Wow, man, that's deep, man. That's kind of dark. I mean, man, like, you ever thought of counseling?
What's that?
Well, there was a story about a king that overtook a kingdom, and he had two of his surveyors to go out to survey the land. Can you unfold your arms, please?
Why?
Just part of the process. He had one to survey the land for weeds, and the other to survey the land for flowers. Both of them came back with very different reports. The one with weeds thought that the land would be taken over by a bunch of weeds. He said there was weeds everywhere. The one with flowers thought that the land would be taken over with flowers. What I'm trying to say here is, I believe that you see the world how you choose to see the world. Have you ever chose to see the world in kindness? Trying to see happiness? Trying to see peace? Trying to see the things that go on in this world? I mean, it's not a bad place.
I never thought about it that way. Maybe the world isn't a miserable place. Maybe things can be different. I can have a family.
Of course. I mean, can't you imagine a bunch of little demons running around here? I mean, don't you like babies?
I hate babies.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have here today for Coleman's Pulpit, a place where I find out the truth, and the truth will help you. See you later. Chip.
You know the funny part about that segment? I went to the actual pay-per-view that match happened in Baltimore, and he did like a 6-spot he did not only a thumbtack spot, but he did a flaming table spot. Shit was unreal. And now he's one of the top stars in WWE. Go figure. Yeah, bro.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're going to go ahead and call it a night. You know, iSample is snoring, and, you
No
know.
worries, man. It's been a good night, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate you coming on. And, yeah, next week, you know, you're more than welcome if you're free and you're not out playing Mikolo.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey, I'm not judging. Look, if I could get it in, hey, I would be too. But unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. I ain't going into that either, because you know what? I have the hub.
So, yeah, this Mexican chick I like a lot, man. So we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, uh-oh. This dude about to fall in love.
No, I like her because she's easy to be with, and we just chat and we're good.
But
and
isn't that the point of being with them?
She's not wanting something from me, and we want to spend time with each other, which is good, and I don't mind that. And there's no pressure, right?
More the reason of wanting to be with her, you know.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want to do. You know. I don't know. I guess I'm at that age where I'm starting to realize I rather choose happiness and.
Well, that's exactly what I want, and I think that's what she wants as well. And she's a nurse, and so she's an educated person and all the rest, right? So we'll see how it goes. But even though I've heard about nurses being the most cheating, she's not that type. I don't think. We'll see.
Yeah, but I can't see what would make a nurse cheat. Like, I've met nurses.
You've seen that thing, right?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I've never seen. I mean, I see a lot of chicks on OnlyFans that be posting their Instagram. I mean, they'll be posting on Instagram their OnlyFans, and they're in scrubs and a thong on. I mean, don't get me wrong. As much as I like seeing cake in a thong or cake in animal print underwear. I don't want to see it every fucking scroll when I'm on social media. It's like you're giving us free pay-per-view.
You know how many chicks send me nudes on Facebook and I try not to get nudes?
Probably a lot.
Like that Sky Girl, she used to send me nudes all the fucking time.
I don't know. Maybe because I've gotten old school again to where I like the mystery. I
don't like it. I'd rather make it than get it. Because
That's what I'm saying.
I view it as she did it for somebody else and she's sending it to me.
Nah,
Right?
dude, if it's someone that I know that like some people these days you can just tell, but if it's
I think
someone,
it's more the age bracket too. If
yeah,
you're a millennial, you'll just send it out like it's nothing.
because most of the women I've dated are older than me. That's always been my interest. And no, it ain't a mom thing like y'all said last time, motherfuckers. I'm growing up military. You don't really have
You want
friends.
a mom, eh? You want a mom, bruh.
No, not just that. Being a Marine kid and, every free moment you got, you're pretty much at your dad's job. I was around a lot of women way older than me, obviously. And I'll never forget this one chick, beautiful light skinned chick, had the most sweetest voice. I'm like, ain't no way this woman is a Marine because I know how my dad is and how he is. There's no way this woman is a Marine. And every time she would see me, always got makeup on, smelling so good, I would blush so hard every time I see her. Man, brings back memories. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I've always been around, even when it was in weightlifting. I was never around people my age because the amount of weight I was lifting at the age I was going against fucking adults. I was going against college students. When I went to fucking 21 and over nationals at 16, they literally let me in the club without an ID. You know, like
Shit.
the day after I lifted, shit, I got tipsy. Me and my
Yeah.
teammate, like, we celebrated for the fact that we're in high school at a nightclub with a bunch of people 10 years older than us, maybe, tops. That was fucking awesome. And I remember my weightlifting coach used to tell me, why chase after these younger girls? They an older woman. You're, no stress, no nagging. Um, and I always took that advice because, you know, everything my coach used to tell me in terms of the dating scene compared to my dad, my coach didn't lie. You know, I felt like he gave better advice. Or it wasn't that it was better advice. I was more comfortable talking to him about stuff like that. And I guess you can say he was the catalyst of that. So I can tell you the biggest age gap I've had dating has been my late 20s. I think I was about 29 or 30. I think I was 30. But I was about to date this one
So
Mexican chick I met at a bar, and she was like 50. And I met all three of her daughters. And you put all four of them together, you don't know who the mom is. Where's the fucking mom at? Like, it's like looking at four sisters, and I'm like, I've never cheated on a woman. I'm not gonna start now because it's gonna be like an episode of Cheaters where the mom's wondering what's going on, and then they walk in and it's me like, with your daughter who's my age. So I was like, I can't trust myself. I'm out. And it probably would have ended up being a great relationship, or it could have destructed because of me being an idiot. I was not going to see which route would be the end of the road. Fuck that. I left. And I probably regretted it because she was making bank. I was like, sugar mama. Yeah.
Noise. Anyways, Mike, tip off to you, man. Great show again tonight, eh? So
Oh, yeah, man.
do it another time, all right?
Of course. We'll catch you later, bro. See
All right,
you
bro.
next time, Hang 10. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and close out the show with you guys. And like I said, I hope you will tune in to Thirsty Thunder. I'm not sure what the topic will be. I'll take requests if you got any. Otherwise, I'm just going to do 5 random wrestling clips. I'm sure iSample will be there. And I'm sure any other guys from the Mike Thunder era or the MWO Army will be there because, you know, you don't have to look far to see the Rumble. Just always tune in to Mike fucking Thunder.